Last week I said sometimes there are things that happen that make you go, whoa, like news that drops that make you go, whoa. This week was another one of those weeks, and that news was Red Dead Redemption gameplay that Rockstar invited and let major influencers play, experience. No footage was shown. They weren't allowed to record, but they were able to discuss it, and that discussion blew my mind. MBJ all over the place. All over the place. Thank you, everybody. What is up? Welcome to podcast number 229. We are the XoneBros. This is your positive gaming and Xbox One community. As always, I am joined by the bros, the XoneBros. First and foremost, he's the man with the Bluth Banana Stand t-shirt. It's Mr. McSpicy, Mark Haywood.
Hello.
Now, I saw you playing Hearthstone this week. Actually, you streamed some Hearthstone this week.
I did.
And you had your own card made for you. It was awesome.
Yeah. Oh, I've had that card for like 2 years now. I can't remember. Someone in the community made it for all of us. All three of us have a card.
Yeah. What's your power on that card? Do you know? Do you remember?
It's my lore. Like the lore text it's spicy with an E. And I'm the only legendary, by the way.
Oh.
So my ability was you play it, and then it comes back to your hand, and then I take a walk, and then it comes back 10 times stronger or something like that.
Why do you think Blizzard has not brought Hearthstone to the Xbox?
Because they hate people.
Because they hate fun.
Actually, I'm going to move this camera a little bit.
Do you think, have they talked about it? Do you know, McSpicy?
Honestly, that was just a joke. I have no idea. I mean, it could be. Maybe the guy really hates
because
people.
It's on literally every other platform except for all the consoles. Yeah.
Well, I mean, Blizzard used to be a console developer. Then they decided not to be for like 20 years.
Yeah.
And then they were like,
they
we'll
jumped
port
back
some
in with
over.
Diablo, with Overwatch.
Honestly, what I think it is, I think it has something to do with Battle.net.
Oh.
Yeah, because within Battle.net, they control everything.
That's where
like buying card packs on. But the thing is you buy loot boxes on Xbox Live. So that's my thing is buying card packs through Xbox Live or PlayStation Network or Nintendo eShop. Yeah. But you do that with Overwatch already. So but I don't know.
Not with any other game.
Yeah, I don't know. I would love it on the controller.
Does Diablo have a store where you could purchase stuff? It doesn't. Does it?
No,
I don't think
no.
so.
It used to, and then everybody got mad.
That's right. That was when it released.
It actually broke the game.
Yeah,
it breaking.
It was literally broken. Because why grind when you could just spend 30 cents and get what you need?
Yep, that's my philosophy when I used to go clubbing. Dad joke. Can I get one? There it is. Next, he saved some children today by calling the police.
Hello.
On them. It's Jordan the Man.
So
Jordan
you called the
Paskett.
police on some kids or something?
Yeah, no, he
saved their lives.
Yeah.
He's basically Spider-Man.
I am Spider-Man. I've been playing a lot of Spider-Man, and I decided to be Spider-Man today.
Okay.
No, I was working on my house, and I was like, I'm going to go get a cheeseburger.
Oh, McDonald's?
Yeah.
Oh,
so I come up the street, and I turn right. There's a school and stuff, and I'm going, and I'm stuck in traffic, and I'm like, darn it. School's out.
Oh, darn it.
So I'm sitting there for a while, and then all of a sudden, like, I'm getting a little bit closer and closer, and you can finally see what happened. It was like a 3-car accident.
Sure.
And it was all these kids out there, and they were, like, panicking, and everybody was just driving around them. You know, all the other high school kids, because they didn't care. It's the weekend, you know?
Yeah.
You know?
They're like, hey,
anyway, so
suckers.
as I got up there, because they're on, like, my side of the street, I kind of rolled down the window, and I was like, hey, are you... Because I was, like, in line for like 15 minutes already and no police or ambulance yet.
Oh, it was from the traffic.
Yeah, from the traffic. So I rolled down my window and I was like, hey, are you guys all right? And they just like were like all hysterical.
Were they crying?
Oh, yeah.
Were these girls, boys?
Girls, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And they were just
they
like...
fighting?
I don't know. They were just like, I can't get a hold of my mom. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, have you called the police or the ambulance or anything? Like, is anybody hurt? And they're like, I don't know. I just can't get a hold of my mom.
Oh,
you know? And I was like, okay.
So then you called the police.
I Google searched the local police department in my area.
Yeah, very nice.
And I called them.
Sometimes people call 911, and it clearly was not an emergency.
Well, no, I didn't want to, I was like, well, yeah, I just called the local authorities.
Yeah,
I don't have to get national on this one, or statewide.
Oh,
so anyway, I called the local...
Calling the feds.
Yeah. So I just called the local police department, and some nice lady answered, and I was just like, hey, I'm on such and such street,
down
from the school. There's an accident, and, I was just wondering if there's anybody on the way or something like that. It looks, it's 3 cars involved.
No one
and a
was
bunch
on
of
the
high
way,
school
right?
students. She's like, nope, we haven't heard of it, but we're sending someone right away. And they're like, are you a part of the accident? And I said, no, I'm just driving by.
I'm just on my way to a cheeseburger.
And then what happened? The
And then
police
she-
come and give you a
she-
medal?
They should have. I was freaking
He's got
Spider-Man.
the keys to the city now.
Yeah.
So anyway, she was like, oh, what color car? And so I told her, and she's like, can you stay there? And I was like, okay.
Oh man, that means you had to wait longer.
Yeah. So anyway, they came really quick. We live in a small city.
with great power. You know.
Yeah, great responsibility.
Anyway, so I'm sitting there. I rolled the window back up because I didn't want to talk to them anymore. So
then Thug Life glasses came down. Da 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 da.
Kids are like hysterical, like going into shock, and you roll up your window, and it's just silence. And meanwhile, chaos is happening outside.
Da 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 da.
anyway, so the first one came in, and he got out, and he took care of all the situation. And then the other one came up, and he came over, and he was like, hey, are you the one that called? And I said, yeah, that's me. And he was like, oh, okay, well, what happened? Did you
I'm
say
basically
that?
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, I basically.
So and he was like,
Spider-Man.
oh, what happened? And I was just like, oh, this, and this. I was just in traffic, really. And this. He was like, okay.
See you later.
You can go. All right, see ya.
See ya.
And then the funny part is I completely forgot what I was doing, and
So
I
you
went
just
home.
went home and you didn't get your
And
burger.
I didn't get my cheeseburger. And that's why I'm hungry.
What's your go-to burger at McDonald's?
Just like a Big Mac or something.
Oh, I like the fish fillet.
Yeah, I don't like
I know you like the fish fillet. You get
There
it
was
every
a
time
fillet
you
of
go.
fish.
Well, yeah.
I don't know what it is. Last but not
Anyway,
least.
so-
sorry. Okay.
Yeah, I basically like Spider-Man. My car is actually even red.
Funny. I had a similar story. Last but not least, I am X1, and we're the XoneBros. But my story is, I just had the X1 lineage. It moves on. I just had a baby boy,
Yeah, there's another human being.
and I
held him.
basically delivered the baby. Basically,
You had to step in.
I had to step in.
He said, Doc, you're
The
doing it wrong. And
doctor,
you
she
shoved him
looked a little
aside.
bit nervous, and
Her first time.
she first I was holding my wife's leg. I'm being an active, supportive husband here. It's what I do. It's what I am. I mean, my middle name is supportive. So I'm holding the leg. You're doing good. You're doing good. Push. Push. Okay.
So I mean, we live in an age of technology, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So I had to I had to hold my wife's leg
I
too.
think there'd be like a robot to do that
well,
or something.
don't they have like the stirrups? Like,
Yeah, that's a great technological advancement.
I mean, I feel like we're going
It's
back.
to give us something to do because we have to be there. And
Not a kid.
I kind of wish I was.
I'm just sitting there like we're in this modern
in the time where
hospital.
I just waited in the waiting room.
We're in this modern, technologically advanced hospital, and we're acting like cavemen.
Yeah. Hey, no, I don't want to hold this leg. Don't you have technology to do that?
Yeah, it's-
You got everything. You can literally see the baby through the stomach right now. Like what is going on here?
Could put a
Anyways,
man on the moon.
Let me tell you
but
my
we
story.
can't get
Hey,
a little-
I want to tell you
okay,
my
sorry,
story. I was holding the leg, and then the doctor looked like she needed help, so I just pushed her aside, grabbed the head, and just yanked.
Are you serious?
I basically delivered my child.
You're basically Spider-Man.
I'm basically Spider-Man. I'm basically Doogie Howser.
Hey,
An older Doogie
yeah.
Howser.
He had a cool theme song. That's for sure.
That's what I did. So, I hold legs, I deliver babies, I had to do it all. And I was like, Doc, I got to go. I have a podcast to do.
Yeah. Can you take it from here?
Can you take it from you? Got it? Got it? Okay.
It's the doctor's first time. David's done it once before, so he knew what to do.
You're on top.
I don't know if it was her first time. No. She delivered our first baby, but I thought, the head didn't come out so round. The head is perfectly round because I stepped in.
Round
Don't
head.
smash that. Don't smash my child's head.
That cone head stuff.
That
I don't
cone
like
head
it.
stuff. I'm not down with that. Not the X1 baby.
Well, guess what? I actually 100%ed Spider-Man this week. All
So
trophies.
you are Spider-Man.
I am. I'm
You
not just
are
basically
Spider-Man.
I am Spider-Man.
Dude, all trophies, 100%. Wow.
Like
all
you went and
100%.
collected everything.
Every
All
trophy,
right.
everything.
Now
Okay,
you just
were
gotta wait
they-
for DLC?
Your achievements were in real life. Mine was in
Yours-
realer life.
Yeah, but you were Spider-Man.
I am Spider-Man.
Your achievement means that much more.
Yeah, pretty much.
Did you ever beat God of War?
No, I'm almost done with it.
Okay.
I got distracted by something. I can't remember
So
what.
were the achievements not that hard, or
What's that supposed to mean?
I don't mean it that way. I mean, like, it just seems like you did that really fast.
Well,
He's
it
playing
took
every
me.
night.
I literally didn't turn on my Xbox for like 2 weeks.
Oh, you've just been Spider-Man-ing
I've
it up.
just played Spider-Man.
Spider-Man addict.
Yeah.
I'd be curious now if you went back to Sunset
But it wasn't that
Overdrive,
hard.
because you've not played Sunset Overdrive. I'd be curious if you went and played Sunset Overdrive if it feels similar to Spider-Man.
I guess I'd be curious too.
Yeah, I'd be curious too. Maybe you could 100% that.
That's a possibility.
Yeah.
I have it on my queue, like my to do.
Yeah, your to-do list.
Uh-huh.
Your to-do group.
I have the game because I think it's free now, right?
Yeah,
Game Pass.
it is. It is free on Game Pass.
Yeah,
It is.
Oh, speaking of Game Pass,
Yeah.
do you know what was confusing? I once I beat Spider-Man. Well, once I 100%ed Spider-Man, there's a difference.
Yeah.
And basically, when you beat the game, you only have like 5 more trophies to get. It felt like.
Oh, so
it wasn't that hard.
it pulls you through it. You doing the game brings you your trophies.
Yeah, so
my kinda game.
I'm sitting there. It's not. I have like an hour till my bedtime, and I'm like, oh my gosh, what do I do with my life? Because once you dive into a game and swing through it as hard as I did,
And you're a hard swinger.
I was like, what do I do now? So I went searching for a game to play.
What game? Game Pass?
I never finished. Actually, never played. I think I played for like 10 minutes. Hitman.
Oh, and that's on Game Pass.
Yeah,
Oh, how is it?
it's very good. Do you know what confused me?
What?
How it works on Game Pass, because it's like a seasonal game.
This was only season 1 on Game Pass right now?
It's a seasonal game, and I played through the tutorials, and then everything was locked, and it said buy the game to get.
So it's literally became the demo. Like it's on Game Pass in such a way that it's basically a demo.
Yes and no.
Oh, okay.
And I would lean. No, it's not. You actually have to go into manage game and download the each mission. You have to download each mission. I did not know that. It doesn't say that anywhere.
Oh, because because it released seasonally. When you download the game from Game Pass, you just download the first mission or the first part of it. You got to go and do the rest of it.
And it seems like each mission is a standalone Hitman.
Yeah, I remember when it came out, it released like now the next part 2, chapter 2 is out. Which is really interesting. Do you like that model for Hitman? I've not yet played it, so I don't understand how they took a Hitman and made it seasonal with chapters and stuff. But does it work?
I mean, it's fun. It's a good game. I've yet to dive into the actual missions.
Oh, okay.
Because I've only done the tutorials because I had to download each one individually, and they're all like 20 gigs each.
Whoa.
Because they're all like standalone,
cool
missions. But
I wonder if them doing it that way, because I know it got rave reviews. Like everyone's
good.
super impressed with it.
It's a fun game.
If them doing it that way enabled them to,
so far,
like each mission is 20 gigs, right? So enable them to just super focus. Here's your mission, and you can complete that however Hitman-ish way you want.
Yeah.
So each mission is more in depth as a result.
Yeah. Well, I just think I don't think the game was intended to be in Game Pass because it's a little confusing on how to get the missions and stuff. It almost feels like a bait and switch. I felt like for the first 20 minutes, I felt like it was a bait and switch. Yeah. And then I was like, well, let me try this. Oh, I got to go here and download it. So that was kind of discouraging at first, but now that I understand, so maybe there's others out there. That's why I wanted to mention this.
Yeah, if you're doing that,
you don't have to buy the $50 Game of the Year edition.
Yeah,
it says if you want to play these, you have to buy this edition. No, you just go to the game, pin or whatever, and just go into manage game, and then they'll appear as installables each individual.
I golfed this week virtually.
Nice.
Yeah. Golf Club 2 29 or Golf Club 2019. It's not Golf Club 2. It's technically Golf Club 3. Super fun. Had a blast. I suck, but I don't suck as bad as I did when I was golfing wrong. See, now I'm golfing correctly, so my suck meter has gone way down. Almost to where I'm mediocre.
That's good.
Yeah, I'm proud of my mediocre status. If you'd like to join...
Pretty soon you'll go from suck to blow.
Exactly. The Golf Club 2019, we have a society, XoneBros Society. We have Season 2. It's here. The way that seasons work is there are regular matches, there are championship matches, there's a final match, there's majors, and you get, like, for instance, if you win you get a certain amount of points allotted for each match or each golf tournament. So if you win like a regular golf tournament, you get 200 points. You win a championship, you get 500 points. So Season 2 is out. We have it down. There are majors, there are regulars, there's going to be a championship and a final in this. Come compete with ultimately you're going to be competing with Organic Avenger and Andro SF. And those guys just go back and forth. Andro SF is the winner of Season 1. Congratulations, Andro SF of the XoneBros Golf Club Society. But yeah, it's super fun. I love it. So come check it out. Join us over there. We also have a complete community play this Saturday. The 29th, Saturday the 29th, it's Halo Master Chief Collection. Come and join us. It's going to be at noon Eastern.
The golf game that you're talking about,
Yes.
did you ever mention what it was?
Golf Club 2019, the PGA version. How diversified is your portfolio?
Okay.
Anyways, there you go. Community play. We will put up the LFG inside the Xbox Live community. What is that called? The club on Xbox Live. And also, if you haven't, come join us over on Discord. It's where all this information happens every day of the week, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days of the year. Red Dead Redemption.
Yep.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it right now.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of
A
stuff.
lot of stuff. Very detailed. Let's just go through. For those of you who haven't watched or read any of the articles about this, I would highly recommend you go watch just YouTube, Red Dead Redemption 2 gameplay, description or preview or...
Also, if you don't want to hear what we're about to say, there's no spoilers.
Yeah,
but
there's no story spoilers. It's mostly mechanic spoilers.
Okay.
So, if you're okay with learning about mechanics, would you agree with that?
Yeah,
McSpicy?
we're going to talk about mechanics.
Mechanics and how like stuff works.
Just so you know.
If you're a purist, like McSpicy's
I am a purist. And
He doesn't want to know anything.
David gave me some homework today. He said, watch these videos because we learn about the mechanics. And I'm like, oh, I guess I have to because I'm going to be sitting here while you guys talk about it anyways.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I really wanted to go in as blind as a bat.
So really what was discussed here is all of the mechanics that are coming with Red Dead Redemption 2, all the improvements, the upgrades, what's been added to Red Dead Redemption, the experience that is Red Dead Redemption. McSpicy, let's start with you. What stands out to you or stood out to you out of these? What do you think is the biggest overall improvement or just something that you think that you're really going to like that was experienced in Red Dead Redemption 2 that's coming out? Can I say mine?
Oh, yeah. I
Your
just thought of
beard
mine. Oh.
grows in real time.
It grows in real time.
It grows in real time, and when you shave, you determine like the length of your sideburns, how you shave. If you want to change your haircut, you got to go to the barber.
Kind of like an expanded version from The Witcher.
Yes,
Remember The Witcher, your hair would grow, your beard would grow.
So it's in real time. I think that's so cool. I love that you can fully customize your looks that way with shaving because I shave in real life. It's like a life simulator for shaving.
Well, it's a Western life simulator.
It's a Western life simulator. I think that's honestly, we say that tongue in cheek, but I think that's true. Like that to me, they've thought of every detail, and that's really apparent in the descriptions.
Well, Rockstar generally does that. You know what's interesting too? They're kind of taking, I don't know, inspiration from their own game in San Andreas.
Sure.
In that game, I got really fat because I took my girl on a date like every 20 minutes. And every time you took her on a date, you eat more food.
Yeah.
Because I would just take her to the burger joint just down the block because it was easy. I didn't have to going bowling and all that stuff. That was like way far away.
Yeah.
I just wanted to take her out, butter her up for those special points. Anyways, similar in this, if you eat too much, you'll get fat. If you don't eat enough, everything will get blurred and dizzy. And
you starve, you get thinner. You literally get thinner.
You get thinner, so you gotta keep up your energy.
So your character, it's almost an RPG, really. I mean, you will have like your guns have statistics, and you can upgrade your guns and stuff.
The guns, they mentioned something about the guns that had me really excited. There is durability on weapons.
Durability, cleaning. You clean your weapon, it'll fire better, fire worse. You can take them to a gunsmith and get your weapons etched.
Special ammo at the gunsmith.
So cool.
Which, did they mention? I didn't hear this. Did they mention, are there more rare weapons?
So there is weapon crafting. So yeah, I would imagine that there are materials. Yeah. I mean, they didn't... Well, everything I read didn't talk about rarity of weapons,
but we can assume
they went into crafting like crazy. Basically, everything is craftable.
Yeah.
In this game, so
well, and that brings up the point where they talked about the hunting and how different animals you kill.
Yeah.
Or you hunt. Different animals you murder. Sorry, let's get this right.
You murder.
Every animal that you murder gets you nicer boots.
Dude, I'm so. And you can wear it as a hat. Your animal skin?
Well, because you can craft different clothes.
Yeah.
And you can really pimp yourself out.
Yeah. And what? Well, look at this. This is the amount of detail. We're kind of jumping all over the place here, but this is the amount of detail that's what stuck out to this is just detail, and everybody's blown away by the detail. Everybody that got a chance to play it. When you skin your animal that you've killed, let's say it's a deer, you're skinning the deer, there are exit wounds of exactly where you hit the deer. Like,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Not only that, but while you're like pulling your bow back, you can whistle.
Oh, yeah.
And the deer will poke its head up to look around, and you'll get a cleaner shot.
Oh, it's so cool. And obviously, an arrow does less damage than a bullet, so you get more from your pelts. We already knew that. They talked about that in the last gameplay series that we saw. Jordan, out of everything that was described, what really stood out to you that got your wheels turning?
Well, that's all cool stuff. They talked about the online a little bit.
Yes, Red Dead Online. It's coming.
Which is interesting, I thought.
Why?
Like, I'm a little worried.
What are you...
Okay.
Because they use the word turbulence?
No.
They did use the word turbulence.
Well,
I hate big words too.
On the website, so it's not releasing with the game, which is fine. It can release later.
Sure.
Right? That's not the big deal. But when they release it, it's going to be released as an open beta under the title Open Beta.
Yeah. Well, they said, and that's where they said, with anything this ambitious, it's going to have issues. So please bear with us.
And I get that, but I appreciate them being honest. But that's just kind of worrying. Like, what
I
do
think
they
it's
know
smart.
that we don't?
No, I think it's smart. I think because
I mean, it's a PR move because there's something wrong. You can just say, oh, it's beta, we'll fix it. You know what I mean?
literally think, I've said this before, I think that Grand Theft Auto Online was the alpha for Red Dead Online. Like, I think they...
I'm sorry. That sounded like a really important comment. So
I
scared the crap out of me.
I think they're using this. They're being smarter, so they're using this. This is a beta. They realize like heists is kind of when they really took off and brought a narrative into Grand Theft Auto Online, and that's when it all started to gel together. I think that's how it will release much more. They know what they're doing now, basically. I think Grand Theft Auto...
I feel like it's under the title beta, so they can have that safety net of like, okay, we know it's broken.
I'm leaning towards Jordan on this one. We've experienced it every time a Rockstar game has come out.
Yeah, no, I agree with...
Well, I mean, I know that they're... I mean, I get that it's ambitious, and I know that, right? But I don't know. I just... What...
I think the lifespan to Red Dead
I think
Redemption 2 is... It's infinite. It's not going to end.
I agree.
It's the new MMO.
And Red Dead Redemption 1 Online was super fun.
Yeah, but this is going to be what
much
you can
more,
do. Grand Theft Auto Online times 100. And they even talked about they're continuing to support Grand Theft Auto Online, and their development calendars will be in sync so that you can go back and forth between both the games. Like, that's exactly what we talked about them doing, where you're going to be able to use currency maybe in both. Somehow they'll interlink. You'll have events that will coincide. It's genius, I think.
If it works.
Excited for
If it works. What would be funny is they got Red Dead Online figured out, so it works. But when you go back to Grand Theft Auto,
it's still kind of...
No, that's what I'm saying. What would be hilarious is if Red Dead Online works smooth, you jump back to Grand Theft Auto and you can't get on.
It's because there's cell phones in Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
There is no cell phones. You're just in.
You're gonna have what? You're gonna have like a smoke signal? Just sit there, puff, 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 and Morse code
until you link up.
No, I'm really excited. I hope they do another trailer like they did with the first game, where they kind of go through like a overview of the online mode, because I'm curious to see the changes, the ambition of it, right? You know,
how it works together. A couple things that stood out to me: gunplay. Everybody says gunplay feels substantially better than both the first Red Dead Redemption and Grand Theft Auto 5.
Yeah.
They said they used the word. I saw three different news people use this word, meaty. It feels meaty. That's what you want from your gunplay.
Yeah, they said when you fire a pistol, like it feels heavy.
Yeah, they said shotguns like tears off limbs and I cannot wait.
One guy even said, he made the point like you're not shooting, like there's not fully automatic weapons, so you're not shooting as much bullets. So
so
it has
every
bullet
feel.
has like a it just feels good.
Yeah,
it just feels good shooting your guns.
I want to etch my gun. You notice they've been showing that off in the trailers a lot. Every time someone pulls out a gun,
I think it's going to be
like
obviously it's a status symbol.
Yeah,
how cool your guns are, you know.
Oh, I know.
Why not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope they put like crazy Rockstar style design.
I like that to ride the train, you have to buy a ticket.
Yeah.
Did
You have to
did you
purchase a
hear
ticket to
them
ride the
talking
train.
about driving the train?
Yeah, well, if you take it over, if you
Like train.
if you
simulator,
hijack the
maybe?
train, you can try. There you go. You could drive the train. Even no, that's what. This is what the someone I forget his name. Someone the guy that hosts the gaming awards. I forget his name. Tweeted out that basically this is so in that Rockstar is changing open world gaming forever. This is in his words and his experience playing this, and I apologize, I forget his name. The guy that hosts the gaming awards.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He says that basically, so in traditional open world games, the world is frozen in time until you do X, Y, and Z, and then the whole world progresses with you at that time. In what Rockstar has managed to do is make the world dynamic. So the world is always progressing no matter what you're doing. So it feels like every character, every instance, every mission you come upon, or everything that's happening is happening and progressing
Dynamically.
dynamically, independently of you, which is so cool. Down to that every single NPC has its own face, like its own face recognition, like it's all individual faces that were scanned for it, everything. Like that is so cool. That's real. That blows my mind.
Wait, individual faces scanned? What do you mean?
Like, so it's an entirely different face.
Do they like hack into NSA and like get
yeah,
the entire
they
population of the
hired
US?
a bunch of people, took their pictures and did it.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, really cool. Dynamic. Ready? The whole world's dynamic. Dynamic horse poop.
They did mention that.
Yeah, dynamic
The
horse
poop.
poop.
is dynamic.
Yeah. That is,
Now that's attention to detail.
and then also decisions matter. So your world, your how you interact with other people is going to change the story and affect other parts of the world.
Yeah.
That I think is this game is so cool.
If you run through mud, it'll slow down your horse.
It will until your horse shakes it off.
Yeah.
Shakes
you
it
gotta
off.
shake it off.
Yeah, if you when you kill a deer and you put it on your horse or on your shoulder, the blood remains on your suit or on the back of your horse.
And
Yeah,
your
and it-
hands.
And
And when you
hand-
go into town, people will react to like, oh, look at that guy.
Yeah, it's that kind of
Actually,
detail.
can I say my favorite
Yes.
feature?
Favorite
Let me
feature,
tell
go.
you. My favorite feature is, and they made it sound like you could do this to anybody in the world, but as you are
Kill
walking,
them?
yeah,
That's my favorite feature
yeah.
too.
No, but as you're walking through, anybody in the world, you can hold down the trigger, and it pulls up a sub menu, and you have 4 options to say to them.
Yeah, and that's to every single person.
Yeah.
So you can interact.
And that ties
so
into
how
the-
you interact with Joe and I interact in Joe in my game. We could have 2 completely different storylines.
Like I can
or
walk up to
outcomes.
someone and he's beating someone, and I can leave him alone. I can shoot. And from what they made it sound like is you can do that with any character in the game.
any and every character.
And that
in the
ties
game.
into what do they call it, the honor system or
the honor system,
yeah.
and not everything is clear with the honor system. How you appear in a kill is determined by your honor system. Is by the honor system. So
Yeah.
like if you're dishonorable, the kill is more gruesome, and you're like standing in the background. It shows you. And when you're honorable, when you kill something, it's
Give 'em a
not as
soldier's death.
graphic.
Well,
Yeah.
if you commit a crime in town and you pay the bounty,
Yeah.
the town, yes, you're legal to go around there, but they remember.
The town does not trust you.
They don't trust you
Yeah.
anymore.
Even if you're rude to someone,
They'll remember.
they'll remember. That's cool. It's like the Nemesis system on crack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It really is.
Crack cocaine.
Thank you. Thank you for that.
So I wrote down, I took notes, and I wrote down, I'll just go through. Stop
oh my
me.
gosh, look at your notes.
These are all the details. Like, this is all of the super detailed little details in the game.
Well, that's what makes a Rockstar game. I mean, that's why they're
That's
so
what's
good at
blowing my
open
mind.
world. Yeah.
Stop me. When ready for this, facial hair grows in real time. We talked about that.
Yeah.
If you don't eat and rest, you will suffer from fatigue. So not just physical changes, but
So how often does that happen? Because it's not
probably
like
every
probably every
18 hours.
because it's not like,
like a normal
survival-esque. You know what I mean? It's like
it's like real time. It's like a life simulator in the Wild West.
okay.
Yeah. He probably just needs his power 6.
You lose
Yeah.
or gain weight. That we've already talked about. That fellow gang members will loot downed enemies. So if you don't get to an enemy first, a fellow gang member might take your loot.
Another cool feature. I don't know if you have it on the list. You can choose to give the lead to another gang member, or
Yeah,
you
and
can
he'll
take
make the decisions
or you
for
can
you.
take the lead on like
Yeah.
a heist and stuff like that.
Very cool. Also, another thing.
He can take your loot.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
man, I'm
you've
gonna
gotta-
shoot him.
You've got to get to that loot fast. Also, when you do loot, you physically will move the body, and you reach into their pockets to take stuff out.
Pocket physics.
So it's pocket physics.
Havoc.
Brought to you for the first time, pocket physics, zipper physics.
Zipper physics. This can take a dark turn.
If you lose your hat, an icon will appear on the map. We talked about that. You have to go pick up your hat to get your hat. Outfits are super customizable. So you will decide, like, yes, I want my jeans tucked into my boots. No, I don't want my jeans tucked into my boots.
What about one tuck, one non-tuck?
You could do it. Super customizable. You do whatever you want.
I like that.
Create your own. I mean, McSpicy's going to be walking around in a bear suit, it sounds like, anyways.
Wait, what?
With bear fur.
Wait, what?
Don't you want to kill your animals and make your own?
Oh, absolutely.
That's what
Oh, no, I don't want to
man.
kill them. I want to murder them.
Weapons get dirty and clogged over time. You need to clean them. Horses get dirty. You need to groom them. How you
Do you have
talk
to clean
the
up their?
horse.
Do you have to clean up their poop?
You will. I don't know. That's a good question.
Or-
The Wild West?
The Wild West.
Were you really concerned?
I'm just wondering. Nice town, you know.
Nice town. Maybe, yeah. Maybe you get fined
You
on the road.
We'll
Sure.
get those little
Come and shoot ya.
those little baggy holders.
What's that?
Little
What's the
dog- horse.
What's the horse version of the parking meter made?
Yes.
Horse
the sheriff.
Yeah, I believe that's called the sheriff.
Um,
Little Walmart bags that'll hold.
when
the
you
food.
groom your horse, how your character talks to the horse, like soothing, is determined by the horse's gender.
Hello, horsey.
So cool. Like, that's such a
Wow.
cool detail, right? Isn't that really
Wow.
cool? People react to you differently depending on your cleanliness. So if you're all dirty and muddy, mud will dry on you, blood will dry on you. If you're snow sticks to you and then and melts off of you.
Yeah,
You're wet.
yeah.
Super cool. Cinematic camera. So you can move into a cinematic camera view, and then your horse, like, you'll select on the map, go here, and just watch your horse ride there.
Oh, that's cool.
automatically. So that's
Like
cool.
an auto run type.
It's like
thing?
an auto run, yeah, but in a cinematic version. Red Dead Redemption 1 had that, didn't it? Where it would, like, pan. I believe it did.
No, I don't think so. I think
Yeah,
you
I
could hold
remember
down a
cinematic.
button. I think no. Well, there was The Witcher where you held down a button and it would follow the road. I don't know
What are we talking about?
stuff.
Oh, quite cool. I like stuff.
There are over 192 separate scores in this game, music, and from what they played, they were playing Red Dead Redemption 1 music, but it's really good.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited for that. It's the same person that did Red Dead Redemption 1, the same composer.
Ah.
It's good to know. If you double tap left bumper when you put away your gun, you put it away really fancy, like.
That's actually a
All
cool
right, I'm
feature.
going to be double tapping LB.
Double tap and LB all day. And I bet you'll be able to upgrade and unlock different moves. Think about Red Dead Online. That will be a feature of Red Dead Online, like get new flourishing gun moves. I don't know what you call it. Gun tricks. If you hold up D-pad, you fire a warning shot in the air. It will either scare animals or scare people out of town or make people aware of you,
I
distract.
didn't mean to.
Oh, no.
Horses poop dynamically, as do I.
I think we all do.
You can play the entire game in first person. How do you feel about that? I
So,
don't know how I feel about that. to be
They
honest.
they brought this back from Grand Theft Auto 5. Remember, it's
Yeah.
the first person. I didn't really play that much first person in Grand Theft Auto
Yeah,
5.
I feel like the
It's more of
game
a third
is
person.
built for third
Yeah.
person. I just will play in third person.
I mean,
like that's the prime.
I'm not
way to
mad that they put
experience
it
the
in
game,
there.
Right?
It's just a feature I can choose to use or not use.
McSpicy, how about you? You think that first person? I don't really know how I feel about it.
Well, in Grand Theft Auto 5, it was only used when I used it just to see the speedometer in the car. That's all I used it for. I was like,
So
oh,
on
that's
this,
so
it'll
cool.
be for your
Look,
horse.
the
You-
speedometer.
maybe
see
you
the
can-
top of your horse,
you
the
can
head
look,
of your horse as
you
you're
can look
riding.
at the horse poop better.
The horse poop better, yeah, in first person.
I'm going to be playing in third person. I think the game is meant for that.
Maybe
Yeah.
they do first person so you
It's
can
nice
look
to have
at
the option,
details.
I guess, but it's not. I mean, you don't. Everyone was acting like it's a huge deal. I don't think it's that huge of a deal.
It's probably a huge deal with mods because then you
Oh.
could change if they allow mods in this game
Yeah.
and maybe custom games. You could probably make some cool styled games, like if they have their own map creator and
Yeah.
all that stuff.
Yeah.
Which I don't know if they will, but
Yeah.
maybe.
Your HUD is fully customizable. I appreciate that. You can add or remove anything you want from your hub.
That's
Apparently.
nice.
You
That's
customize
actually
your
really
weapons
nice.
at the gunsmith. We talked about that. Ready for this? I like this one. Items. When you go to a general store, you physically have to take the items off the shelf that you wish to purchase to pay for them. But then there is also a Sears Roebuck catalog that you can go through, and every single ad is fully written out. You could zoom in, full page ads, the whole shot, and order from the general store.
That's so funny.
Isn't that
they had
awesome?
they had to design an entire catalog for
Some
that.
guarantee you that was one person's job. You've got to design the Sears Roebuck catalog.
That's so great.
See you in a couple of years.
See you in a couple of years.
Man,
He's just been in
that's-
his cubicle.
Research it. Let us know. And do
You know
it.
what's funny is that he probably like brought it in there like, yeah, do it again. We don't like this.
Yeah, we don't like this. This page 92. What is this? This isn't accurate. This didn't exist during the time. Do it again. Do it again. You can visit the stables to customize your horse, so you can customize everything on your horse. To how their hair is braided, their mane is braided, everything. Like if you want a paint job on them, I don't know. All kinds of stuff. You can store your horses in the stable, so if you think your horse is going to die horse permadeath, which we appreciate. Yeah. Also, if your horse doesn't like you and you walk behind it, it will kick you.
Is the stable kind of like the Grand Theft Auto garage? You can have like 5 horses.
Yeah,
and take people in. Like
you can purchase multiple horses.
Look at this,
and so if your horse
Bronco.
dies, you can also tell your
Mustang.
horse, like yell at your horse to run away if you think your horse is in danger, and then you fight off the bad guys so that your horse doesn't die.
Can you name your horse?
Yeah, of course you can name your horse.
Like in the game.
You can,
or just in your mind.
Your horse poops. If you can't name your horse, that's like a huge oversight.
If you can't name your horse or your horse's poo, what's this world coming to?
Yeah, I mean, what? If your horse can poo and you can't name it, I don't want that game. That's not a game I want.
Yeah, shelf it.
Yeah, you can tell your horse to flee. Your clothing impacts game in the world. So, if it's too hot outside, you've got to wear appropriate clothing. If it's too cold, if it's raining, you can get. Yeah, anyways, super cool. Bandanas during crimes makes the wanted meter go down faster.
You can put it up at any time.
Yes, you can pay off your own bounty at the post office. McSpicy talked about that.
Hey, you guys are looking for me. Here's some money.
Well, every game has had like that, that.
Yeah,
but I really like how they still mistrust you after you pay the fine. They're like,
so what's the fine if you murder someone?
I'm sure it's pretty high. I feel like bounties. I mean, bounties technically do exist. But I feel like bounties, dead or alive, should be a thing. I think it would prevent crimes. Like
wanted,
like
dead
in
or
real
alive.
life.
Like in real life. Just post it up everywhere. I'd go kill somebody for $1 million.
Would it be that high though? I mean,
like let's say a rapist.
It depends on the guy.
Let's say there's a rapist.
Do it for 10 grand.
Let's say there's a rapist out there.
Yeah.
Let's just plaster that over all
Wanted,
the
dead or
news
alive.
stations on social media. Dead or or alive. Why not?
I actually never thought of that. That sounds like a fun weekend.
Yeah.
Well,
I know.
what about? So you guys remember?
Hey, we're going in to kill somebody.
Yeah.
You remember John Dillinger? Was he wanted, dead or alive? That was the 40s, ish, right?
I don't know.
I mean, he died when they got him, so obviously that guy didn't care.
Yeah, like wanted, dead or alive. That needs to come back. I feel
Well,
like
Maybe in the FBI office.
Bon Jovi tried, didn't he?
yes, he tried.
I believe Bon Jovi tried to get it back.
Yeah. If he can't do it, nobody can.
And he did it in the 80s when no one cared.
NPCs all have individual face animations. We talked about that. You got to buy train tickets from the post office. As you skin an animal, you can see the exit wounds. We talked about that. If you look in a mirror as yourself, you talk to yourself and comment on yourself and like, oh, how could I do that? And
Arthur,
like go into
you're
this,
the man.
Go into this deep story.
No, you are the man.
Yeah, there are newspapers that tell the daily stories. That's nothing different from Grand Theft Auto or even the first Red Dead.
Yeah.
Snow will pile up. There'll be snow drifts. It will fall off of trees as you go through. The snow is dynamic, so your footprints are determined. Everybody's footprints will be different depending on the size of your animal, the size of your horse. That will all be different. Really
even
cool
snow.
stuff.
Did you talk about snow falling off the trees?
Yeah,
and all that stuff?
snow falling off the trees.
Yeah.
It will blow and pile up. Oh, so cool. You physically, we talked about that, move dead bodies. Your scent, you can see the scent from animals. So when you track an animal, you'll see its scent. It's like a centimeter. But you'll also be able to see your scent. So if you stink, the animals will smell you and they won't come near you.
So you have to bathe often? Is there hygiene in this?
No, when you hunt, don't you use like deer?
You use the musk.
Yeah, deer
the animal
pee.
musk. You go and buy it and use it.
Well, in Red Dead Redemption 1, I would put that pee down and then it would attract everything.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
You
haven't mentioned one thing. Will you randomly see people peeing on rocks like in the first game?
Oh, I'm sure you'll randomly see people doing crazy stuff. There was one instance that I think it was the guys from IGN talked about. He rode up, and this family was building a house, and the dad was complaining about how these 2 kids, they don't know what they're doing, and he was yelling at them while they're building it, and like the house is halfway up, and the kids start screaming all of a sudden, like, oh my gosh, and run away, and the house collapses right there. And then later, you come back later, this is proof that the world ages with, dynamically. You come back later, and the house is up, built properly. Again, stuff like that. So stuff like that is just so cool. And Red Dead Redemption, the first one, was so good at stuff like that. Yeah. I mean, Grand Theft Auto also is really good at stuff like that. Rockstar is just good at stuff like that. The stars, they're legit. That's literally what people say. Stars, they're legit.
That's one of the points that
One
you
of
wrote
the
down.
details.
The stars are
Are
legit.
The star
The sky.
the star engine.
The star engine
Yes.
is too legit
Custom
to
engine.
quit.
You know, they had one person working on that.
2 years.
To find the accurate placement of the stars.
You had to take pictures of the sky every night.
That'd be cool.
Study
actually.
them.
I'd do that job.
You would?
Yeah, I would gladly do that job.
Just,
Be a
going,
fun job.
Going to Microsoft Paint. Just get a bunch of
You
white
could
dots.
shoot horses to knock people off of them.
Probably just go on the internet and just find them.
You can shoot horses to knock people off of them. Can you skin a horse? That's the question. I would imagine you can.
You probably could.
You
yeah.
could in the first one,
Yeah.
if I remember correctly, which I think I do. And then your camp, again with the dynamic, it's on a schedule. So in the morning, people are waking up, cooking breakfasts. At night, they gather for meal times. Yada yada
Camp
yada.
stories.
The camp is legit.
Stars
It
are legit.
exists. The stars are legit.
The
This game
fire's
is legit. So, do we think? I mean, it sounds like this game is a game changer for open world. And McSpicy, you made this comment earlier to me via the internet.
Yeah,
That
on
Rockstar always pushes the open world genre to the next level.
Yeah. Every time they've released an open world game, the bar has been raised.
Yeah.
Every single time.
Does this appear to be the case?
Absolutely.
Indeed, with Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they're 100%. They've
Well,
always changed the game.
was it-
I was even playing Spider-Man, right?
Yeah.
And it's an open world game, and it's just not a Rockstar game.
Yeah.
Insomniac did a very good job. It's a very fun game, and it's Spider-Man. I really enjoyed it. But a Rockstar game is so detailed.
That like what we were talking about, all those little
Yeah.
details make the world come alive.
It
makes it a world.
Yeah, Rockstar has always just blown my mind. Starting with Vice City was good. You know, you had Grand Theft Auto 3, Vice City, blah blah blah. Then ever since San Andreas, it's just the detail in San Andreas just is nuts. That's the one where you had to eat that they're bringing back into this one, right? There's so many mini games you could go to. You could
Ride a bicycle.
but the bicycle park where you could do tricks on the park and everything. It just they are so good at detail.
Golfing.
In Grand Theft Auto 5,
Yeah.
it's real golf.
Yeah, it's your legit golfing. They teamed up with Golf Club and
Yeah. They have always pushed the bar. They've always pushed the envelope. This looks like they're going to do it again. And you play other games like Sleeping Dogs that are similar, Watch Dogs that are similar, and they're fun.
Who do you think
But
it's closest
they're-
to being
Witcher.
just as good?
Witcher.
CD Projekt Red does, yeah.
I think they're as close as you can get.
Yeah.
But I still think Rockstar is king when it comes to their own genre.
Yeah.
I would say their genre.
Yeah, their genre. The
They
Rockstar
invented
way.
the genre.
Yeah.
Because even what I consider a lesser game, LA Noire still had that feel in the city.
Well, and in certain aspects, they pushed the bar.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Facial animation.
the facial animation, the detail and all that. I believe, weren't they the first ones to, in video games, track facial animation from an actor? Am I?
I don't know if they were the first one, but they
did it the
capitalized on it, yeah, and really brought it around. So if they were, they might be the first one, but if not, they definitely took it to the next level.
Yeah, I think wasn't that game. Didn't that game come in like 3 discs?
It came on 3 discs, yeah.
And that was a game that came out within the last 10 years, and it came on 3 discs.
Yeah.
How often?
That was Xbox 360. It was good. That's a good game. It's
Yeah.
a very underrated game.
Well, but see that one, I wouldn't think that one. I don't consider open world because it wasn't. It was a linear.
It was a linear storyline.
Yeah.
Set in
Set in
an
a
open
you could
environment.
was set in a map that you could go anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is really exciting. I'm really excited for not just and Red Dead Online comes out a month after, so that it gives you time to complete the single player modes and stuff, and then jump in. This game, I think it's the model for the future. I think you build a single player game. It's basically a hybrid. So you build this single player game that's incredibly detailed. The CD Projekt Red, for instance, Cyberpunk, right? I mean, if you look, they're doing that too. I think Elder Scrolls will follow a similar model when it releases as well. Fallout already is. But you build this crazy, detailed, amazing living world that I can jump into and escape, and it takes me to this entirely different universe, and I can enjoy it, learn about all the characters and stuff. And then I also can play online with my friends, dink around, do whatever I want. But just enjoy the hell out of the game still. You know what I mean? Forever.
Yeah.
It's all about the dinkin'.
It's all about the dinking and donking.
Yeah.
When you dink and donk. So
I hope there was another thing that given
dink
we
it
haven't
down.
seen the online mode yet, but I hope Mexican standoff, man.
Dude, I
You
think
got to
it's
bring
coming
it back.
It
It's gotta
sounds
be
like
back.
it's
If
coming
it-
back.
I'm making this promise. If it's not in there, not buying it.
Well, it's free. So
I'll return the game.
it's free if you.
I'll return my $100 version.
I think I'm going to buy this game separate as well. This will be one that we both purchase because
Well,
I was
then you can
thinking,
have it on both boxes.
I need to have it on both boxes. This is a game I need on both boxes.
and my phone and everything else.
I need to have it anywhere I can.
Your phone. What are you talking about?
Anywhere. I want it
You can
anywhere.
you can play this on your phone?
No, but I'm just saying.
Oh, okay.
Maybe one day you
Maybe
will.
one day.
Okay.
I have a theory that that's the case.
Yeah, that's going to happen.
Yeah, that every mobile device will be you can Bluetooth a controller to it, and that's what I have a theory.
Well,
Microsoft's pushing that.
There's companies out there that basically host the game on their server, and you are essentially using your phone as the screen.
Yeah,
So
but Microsoft already does it with their streaming, like
Yeah.
local area streaming that they have. I think it's just a flip of the switch, and then it goes global.
yeah,
Chat.
they have a global switch.
Chat is
They're
having
lock
an
and key right
interesting
now.
discussion right now. Sean Fitzpatrick, a.k.a. Fitzy, says, who would you prefer to make your dream game, CD Projekt Red or Rockstar? McSpicy, you're a billionaire. You want to commission a game to be made, and you could choose between the two. Who would you want to make your game, CD Projekt Red or Rockstar?
I think I'd say Rockstar.
What
and
if-
Yeah.
my dream game is Red Dead Redemption.
It sounds your dream game is coming.
Yeah.
And it's Red Dead Redemption.
I believe that actually Cyberpunk is a dream game too, but I think I'm pretty sure I like the Western genre better.
Well, I feel like Rockstar, I would agree. I would go with Rockstar because I like the comedic aspect. I think they do a really good job with that. If you want a super serious, super gritty game, I feel like CD Projekt Red does the serious. They're more serious in their storytelling.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not going around collecting
Yeah.
pictures of celebrities' panties.
Well, I know,
Witcher.
but that's a side mission, and that's I think. But see, I think the balance in that is so good because you have serious missions where, if you haven't played Grand Theft Auto 5, skip ahead 30 seconds, done.
'Kay.
Where you have your friend buried. And
Yeah.
you go to the graveyard. There's some dark stuff in Rockstar.
That is true.
The parts where you torture people, I mean, they can do it, but they balance it with the hilarity of Trevor running into a farm full of hicks and just blowing the crap out of that house. And then as he walks off and the farmhouse blows up in the background. And this is right after when you are introduced to him for the first time and you see him for the first time doing his thing.
Doing his thing with his lady.
Yeah.
And then stomping,
And then
curb stomping the next guy.
His friend.
Yeah.
He was obviously an acquaintance that he kills. Like, I think Rockstar they know how to storytell, and it's very balanced.
Jordan. So
What
McSpicy
if,
goes Rockstar versus CD to make your dream game. McSpicy goes Rockstar. I go Rockstar. Jordan, how about you?
What if I had Rockstar do the main game and CD Projekt Red do the DLCs?
Oh.
Companies do that. They contract
Yeah,
DLCs out.
I
to
like
people,
that.
so.
I like that.
How about the side quests?
CD Projekt Red
have-
doesn't make DLCs; they make expansions.
This is true.
Have CD Projekt Red do the side quests, because you know how good the side quests were
Yeah,
in Witcher.
those side
Oh,
quests
yeah.
were main quests.
They were so good.
Yeah.
Have them team up.
Well, yeah, okay. I think
Hybrid.
we're in a...
You want a hybrid
we
team.
want both.
You want
That's our answer.
Fitzy says, I'm leaning more towards CD. Both are great teams. Ideally combine them as a company, a.k.a. CD Star.
CD Star. CD Star.
That is great.
Rock
Anyways,
Red.
just-
Red.
just-
Red Rock.
Remember, how long ago was it? At the beginning of the year, not even a year ago, probably, that there were seriously discussions and articles out there about our single-player games over. And look at the quality. You got Cyberpunk coming up.
This always happens.
You got Red Dead Redemption coming up. Some of the most anticipated games ever.
And then next year they're gonna be like, "Oh, our multiplayer game's over."
Yeah, well, I know. We always live in the now moment,
Yeah.
but there was a serious discussion just because of how much money these multiplayer games are making. But yeah, I mean, so excited! I can't wait. That's Red Dead Redemption. Go check out all of the details.
Check it out.
Let us know where we're right, where we're wrong, what you think. Over on Discord, over on Twitter, over on Facebook, wherever you can contact us, let us know. Yell at us, and we probably will respond to you in a very polite and appropriate manner. And with that, let's get this show on the road. Jordan, tell us what else is happening in the world that is Xbox One this week. Can I bring up something that I talked about today?
Sure.
I mean, why not?
Telltale.
That's in the news. You want to talk about it later?
Okay, we'll talk about it
No,
later.
let's talk about it now. Why not?
Okay, should we talk about it now? Let's talk about
Okay,
it.
let me go to it.
Let's hijack his news.
Sorry, I didn't mean to hijack your news. I just wanted to make sure we got to it because it saddens me. Telltale.
Yeah,
it was rumored. It was just a rumor that they were closing down, but now they for sure are closing down. It's been confirmed.
Yeah, they've basically
as of 4 p.m. this evening.
Reduced down to 25 employees.
25 employees to finish out
the season,
and that's it. And basically, it was mismanaged. It's basically
is that yeah? Because I was thinking like, what happened?
Because
did they use it on strippers and stuff like the other company
yeah, like
did?
the Star Citizen dude?
Is that what happened?
But what's so heinous about that is he got public funding, like crowdfunded the crap out of Star. It was a Citizen Star Citizen.
Star Citizen, yeah.
And then spend that money
on strippers. You want to
Oh
know?
man, he got millions of dollars.
Talk about a rock and roll lifestyle.
That guy needs to work for Rockstar. That's that guy. Whoa.
That guy would make a good side quest.
That guy should be a side quest. A nod to him in the next Grand Theft Auto.
So yeah, they've narrowed it down to 25 employees just to finish out the remaining season of The Walking Dead. But what's really sad is The Wolf Among Us 2. All future things have been canceled. So The Wolf Among Us 2 canceled, which I know actually, Mark, that was the one you liked, Bigby.
Yeah, that was the story was amazing.
Yeah, so it's sad to see them go. I think they did a good.
Yeah.
They brought a different genre to the gaming world.
Well,
I mean, you still got
here-
games like Life is Strange and stuff like that.
I don't know if it's too soon to joke.
Okay.
No, I'm gonna do it.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna do it. To make these games, don't you only need 25 people anyways?
This is true.
Like maybe they're just.
Well, that's why like other projects. So I mean, probably all like the people on Wolf Among Us 2 and.
It's really when I play these games, I occasionally press A. That's how I play these games.
I actually always wonder. So like The Wolf Among Us was obviously in production and other series as well. Do you just like delete them or do you put them on a flash drive and get like
the games?
Yeah, where's the unfinished ones? You know, like where do they go?
They'll probably be sold for.
Do you think I can buy them? Like the unfinished flash drive?
Yeah, let me go
Wolf
through my
Among Us?
couch, grab some change, and we'll see if we can.
Well, like who keeps them? Like, do you have like an armored car transport it to the next company? Like, I mean,
well, it's
or do you email it?
you put it in your Dropbox.
Yeah,
obviously.
yeah.
No, but you're buying the license to the IP,
That's what I'm saying. Like,
and then I guess you would be like, okay,
is there like a
you have a
sacred-
moving guy?
is there like a sacred SSD that they just keep in a safe
They
deposit box?
They handcuff a
the
briefcase.
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
Yeah.
Like, how does that work?
Basically, they're blaming toxic management for driving away talent and not being able to keep people, and then just mismanagement, and they're
man.
gone.
They're
just
blaming
like
the
that.
man.
Think about that. 3 years ago, would you have thought that they would be going away? It's crazy.
No, with how easy it is to make those games. No, I don't
Well, and
know
they
if
did
it's
a
easy.
good job of like the storytelling.
I'm a
and-
jerk. I take that back.
No, but they were so big. Like it just all of a
Yeah.
sudden, boom, they're on the scene. They're getting licenses. They do Batman, The Walking Dead, Wolf Among Us, like you said.
They did the
Game of Thrones.
They did The Walking Dead and the Game of Thrones when those shows were in their prime.
Yeah. So it's just huge, and it was different, separate stories for people who loved lore, who really wanted to dive in deeper level and do these side quests and really dive into the world.
So right now, I mean, we don't know for sure what's going on, but right now, a lot of people are saying management.
Yeah. So they went from
Life lesson: don't be a dick.
life hack. Don't be a douche.
Don't be a dick.
Don't,
So yeah,
don't think that you're powerful. Don't think that because you're big and successful that you'll always be there, because you won't. We see it all the time.
Yeah.
People rise and people fall. Google, I'm looking at you in particular.
Oh, do you want me to hold
Let
on?
me- yeah, right here.
Okay, let me turn on your camera. There you go.
Google, I'm looking at you. You're pissing me off with your Chrome browser lately.
yeah, the
okay.
new update feels slower.
Friggin', that thing took off. It was great because everything else was so heavy, and look at what you've become.
Well, their newest
Also, you're stealing all my information left and right. What the heck, man?
Don't be a dick. There we go.
Okay.
So
Awkward silence done?
Yeah.
Awkward sounds over for radio.
Yeah, Telltale is just going to finish off The Walking Dead, and from that point, it seems like they will be going away.
Gone. Sad day. Do we have some sad music for that? Can we a eulogy? Can I give Jordan? Would you like
So,
to give
like,
it? Or shall I
sad?
give?
No.
I'll give. Yeah, give me a eulogy. Telltale, let us all
I hit that Russian symbol.
rise for a moment of silence fact, I will rise.
You're gonna stand up.
I will rise. Telltale. Oh, I have my hand over my heart. We will miss you. You brought us joy. You brought McSpicy frustration, but you were a game that he loved to hate. He no longer has that.
Yeah.
I love to love you. There will never be one that comes like you with your weird ass animations, but your fantastic storytelling. I love you. You will be missed. May you rest in peace. Telltale. To Telltale.
To Telltale.
Telltale
Oh, very good.
to victory.
Yeah.
I feel like I didn't do them justice.
Well,
but-
I mean, Batman did walk like he had a rod up his butt.
but that Batman was my favorite. Batman and Grand Theft Auto was my favorite
was
of
like-
the two.
He
Grand
was
Theft
like
Auto.
in
I
between.
mean, Grand Theft Auto, Game of Thrones. They both start with G.
Dude, if they did a Grand Theft Auto, that would be hilarious.
That would be awesome, dude. That would be really cool.
Like Batman's walking, he like marched and power walked really slowly at the same time. It was bizarre.
Yeah, but that game was good. That game was really good.
Was it?
Well, you enjoyed Wolf Among Us.
That actually, yeah, because the story, it was good.
Yeah.
It was
Batman, just as good. And since you like Batman, you'll be impressed.
I mean, because I always do a little bit of research before.
Yeah.
It's really petty of me, but I mentioned it before. I could not stand how Batman walked around.
What the awkward thing in their animation was the eyes, like the way the eyes move. Like, he's like, what? I don't. It's just something a little bit off. on
Yeah,
that.
like what are you doing,
Batman
What
was
are you
my
thinking,
favorite.
Batman?
Game of Thrones was really, really. Game of Thrones held true to Game of Thrones, and everyone died all the time. You're like, I just spent an entire game here. What is going on? Spoilers. I mean, you know what you're getting into with Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Game of Thrones
death
was
and nudity.
what Game of no, there was no
And
there
there's
wasn't
two things
it
you can
wasn't-
always count on with
it
Game
wasn't
of Thrones.
HBO'd. It wasn't. This was Telltale Game of Thrones, which kept it good,
Which kept it book.
kept it book. Yeah, HBO. They HBO'd it for no purpose.
They bowed it.
They bowed it.
They habowed it.
Yeah. Just because I like boobs, don't mean I need to see them in all of my television shows that
Sometimes I
all
don't
my
wanna see
stories.
them.
Like, can you imagine if HBO did Harry Potter?
Oh, jeez.
It'd be like
Hold on. Keep talking.
Hermione. There'd
Can
be
you imagine
shower
what-
scenes and stuff. Like, what
Yeah.
the freak, Harry Potter? We'd see his wiener all the time.
Yeah, wands.
Wands.
You're gonna see your wands.
If you turned if Harry Potter was filmed the way Game of Thrones is filmed,
The wands would be worked very differently.
it'd be like Dumbledore talking
Ollivander
to
wouldn't be a normal wand shop.
Dumbledore. Diagon Alley would be filled with like hookers. And
Yeah,
stuff.
it would be a bad place.
Brothel.
That guy would be arrested.
You would have
fast.
You'd have Dumbledore having like a discussion about magic with Professor Snape while I don't know, some other professors back there naked, back in the background nude.
Yeah. Well, he's got to measure the wands too. You know, measure the wands, and they're all underage.
Yeah.
I mean, Ollivander. Let's be real. He is the villain in this
He's
story.
a pedophile. That's the news. The story just changed.
The wand chooses the wizard. That's.
Moving on to the next story.
But that's what HBO's done to the world.
That's what
Way to
HBO
go,
does to
HBO.
every story
Showtime.
that I
Yeah.
love. It's like
way to go, jerks.
It's like, hey, this is a really good story. Let's throw in lots of needless nudity and sexual connotations, and boom, we improved it. Like, no, you really didn't. When did Master? Wait, it's Showtime that's doing Halo.
yeah.
Showtime's really bad at it too.
Oh,
Hopefully
yeah,
they
they
don't
all are.
Showtime it. Master Chief walks into a brothel. I know they've taken a left turn somewhere.
Yeah.
What's Master Chief doing in a brothel? I don't understand.
I need a weapon.
Like, we were really the director. We were really. Come with me. I need a weapon. Sergeant
Johnson.
Johnson.
Oh my, I guess this is a fit.
Oh man! Don't do that.
Don't Showtime.
Do not do that to Halo.
They ruin all your
please.
favorite stories. Yeah.
Don't do that, please.
Oh man.
Moving on. What is
right.
in the news this week?
So,
or what's the next news
hey,
story?
So Battlefield, the beta's concluded. They're making changes. DICE is doing stuff to the attrition system.
Okay.
They're thinking about having players start with each player start with a health pack. Because they've basically kind of listed different changes that they make, and so basically, moral of the story: betas work.
Right? Yeah.
Okay.
How do you think Battlefield is going to? We've kind of had this discussion before, but it just feels like Call of Duty has all the momentum right now.
That's because they
Battlefield,
didn't F up their first impression.
Battlefield's first impression was very mixed.
Yeah.
People loved it or hated it. They've delayed their release now. It feels like the year that Call of Duty is going to reign as king.
Yep. Well, because they had the trailer, which didn't do so well. I mean, I like weird things, so I mean, it took me for a roller coaster. But I get why people are upset with it because it did not feel like World War II. And honestly, I didn't think it was World War II. I thought they were going to the future and doing some weird stuff.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Which is a shame because when we played it,
and then the whole
classic Battlefield.
And then the whole, their what do you call it, keynote, if you will, when they kind of announced more. That didn't seem to go as well as it did. It really wasn't until the second trailer came out, which was at the end of that keynote, right?
Well, okay, you want to know what EA does terrible, and they did it with
marketing.
They did it with Battlefield. I don't care about celebrities.
Like,
I really don't. I care about gaming celebrities. If you had Ninja on stage talking about it, that might be
I'd even
cool.
take Terry Crews because he actually plays.
Terry Crews would be acceptable. Yes,
Yeah.
he's a gamer. Give me someone. I don't know. Give me some gamer to come out that's charismatic. But you had who's the guy that does the comedy show?
I don't know.
The Daily Show.
I don't know.
Yeah, I know you're.
What's his name? He did it. Chat will know. He did it, and it just came off as so disingenuous. Like at one point, and you could tell he's reading off screen. He's like, no, let's Trevor Noah. Thank you, Graphic Killer. Trevor Noah he was like the celebrity. We have to have Trevor Noah to talk about the game. I don't care about number one. I don't care about Trevor Noah. Number two, he clearly is not a gamer. He's sitting there. He's like, let's talk about guns, guys. As he's reading the teleprompter off, you could tell they had it at a certain angle, and it's like, oh, you're clearly reading that. He's like, no, one thing that Battlefield nails is guns. Me and my friends would just sit around. We used to sit around. First of all, in his little South African accent, we used to sit around and talk about, oh yes, that gun is so accurate. No, you hate guns. What are you talking about, Trevor Noah? You always come out like, guns suck. Like, you know nothing. He knows nothing about guns. Guarantee he's never played a Battlefield, and he's on there trying to act like it's inauthentic.
Yep.
I want authentic.
Well, I just want to hear from the developers.
That's what EA makes the mistake with. They bring celebrities that are inauthentic. That's not what people want. People want authenticity. They did it with Battlefield when they brought all the celebrities into play when Jamie Foxx and freaking
Zac
Efron are standing there.
That was so
and they're just like joking around. They don't even care about the game, and they're trying to like make it seem like they really care about these games. Yeah, and it was like, guys, just get gamers. Like what? Meanwhile, you had Major Nelson. Yeah, bring in like
Brought
a
his
Major
own
Nelson,
controller.
a Terry Crews, like you said. He's a gamer. He really
prefers a mouse
excited.
and keyboard.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
does. He does. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, just give me authentic.
Although I will admit, they did bring in Snoop Dogg.
Snoop.
That guy can do anything.
He's a gamer.
He's always authentic.
Yeah.
Though.
I've seen
He'll
many
tell you how
times.
he feels.
Snoop is Snoop. Snoop-a-loop.
Some of his my favorite tweets of him is when he's pissed off that Xbox Live is down. He's a gamer. That guy's a gamer.
So anyway, betas work. They're making changes. Yeah.
Yeah, and let me run. I'll run EA's promo department. First of all, it'll cost you a lot less money. You could
Wait, no, don't sell yourself short, man.
No. I mean, like it'll cost you a lot less money because I'm not going to go out and pay celebrities to play my game.
Oh,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Yeah. You know what I'm going
We
to do?
could blow all that money on strippers.
No, you know what I'm going to do?
Why not? Other developers do it.
Yeah. No, you know what I'm
people
going
still
to do?
defend
I'm going
that.
to do the Nintendo marketing where they, like with the Nintendo Wii, where they had like old people sit down and play, and they were like amazed, like showing them, and people were like freaking out. Remember that?
They came
Remember
in
that?
like with their walker and they
Yeah.
left all
And
jovial.
they're all like jazzed and like, that was so awesome. I was bawling. Remember? That's what I'm going to do with Battlefield.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's marketing gold.
Well, it's just first impressions. Call of Duty
Or-
came out and said, "Hey, this is what we're doing to make things awesome." And we are actually the developers talking to you. I like that's like when Bethesda comes out, like when Todd Howard comes out.
Todd Howard's the man.
Yeah, the people listen.
Or
He's
you could
famous
just do
because he's a good developer.
Do a trailer that shows actually what your game's about. Maybe just try that.
Yeah.
Maybe
So
just try it
interv-
simple. Let's just dial it back a little bit.
Instead of interviewing Zac Efron.
Zac
Which
Efron.
I do like Zac Efron.
And having Go-Go Gadget hands appear out of nowhere.
Let me tell you why I like Zac Efron. The Greatest Showman. That's where he really won me over.
He can sing.
The man.
Well, I'll be honest. That bar scene when they're both chatting away, that's
Yeah.
a good scene, man.
Yeah, I enjoy
I wanna,
it.
like,
That's one of my
just do
favorite
that.
songs. I squat to that song.
Dynamically.
Dynamically squat. I dynamically squat.
But anyway, I'm excited for Battlefield 5 still. You know, me and David got to play it at E3. We had a good time. The second trailer that came out was actual good Battlefield trailer, that grit and everything about it.
Yeah.
So I mean, I still will say.
Well,
to
you
this
liked
day,
the first Battlefield
yeah,
trailer.
but that's because they were taking me down the rabbit hole, and you know I like to go down the rabbit hole.
You are a rabbit hole guy.
I-
Yeah, dynamic rabbit hole guy.
Like, because at first, so they had, this is a main series Battlefield, but they had Battlefield like 2044 or something like that, a
Yeah.
futuristic Battlefield back in the day, and I thought that's where we were going, just more of a cyberpunk type theme.
Which would be
and
cool.
and I was like, hey, I can get behind this.
Yeah.
But I mean, it didn't feel, people were upset because it didn't feel like World War II.
But when you play it is. I mean, it's a good.
That first trailer did not feel like World War II.
It felt like Willy Wonka's.
Yeah,
World
but
War
that's what I liked about
Searching
it.
for the golden
Yeah.
ticket.
Searching for the golden
Dude, that would
ticket.
be a cool game.
That's what I like.
First-person shooter Willy Wonka.
I didn't know where we were.
Shooter Willy Wonka in World War II with go-go gadget arms and happy people crashing planes and the ground.
Those would be
smiling.
the Oompa Loompas.
Yeah.
Dude, no, can you imagine a game like that? That would be like almost like a horror game where you're in Willy Wonka's chocolate factory, but you have a gun, but something's gone wrong.
It was so happy. That trailer was so happy.
Yeah, it was very punkish. Like,
Well, that's why I didn't think it was World War II, and that's why I was okay with it. But then when they said it was World War II, I can see because Battlefield, like Assassin's Creed, they always nail that time period.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
Battlefield 1.
well, the
It
second
feels
trailer
good.
was fantastic.
Yeah, the second trailer was
Anyways,
great.
I just feels like Call of Duty really kind of has the momentum.
That's because they came
right
out
now,
and they
which
said,
is a
hey,
shame because the gameplay is
yeah, it's really good. in
on
Battlefield.
point. Like Battlefield 5 gameplay blows my mind.
But I'm not going to lie to you. We're going to talk about Call of Duty next. I think this year might be the first year in a while where I play Call of Duty more than I play Battlefield. And you guys know I'm a Battlefield fan.
Yeah, you are. You prefer Battlefield.
Like,
over
I'm
Call of
trying to
Duty.
defend them right now.
Yeah.
Like, I like them, and the game is
But
good.
Call of Duty's just
They
doing
make it hard
stuff.
for me because they keep making missteps
But
with their marketing.
But they.
But Call of
Call of
Duty,
Duty.
let me tell you, this really isn't news, but I saw this and I thought this was interesting,
tell
and
me.
I thought it could be kind of a discussion.
Tell me.
So basically, the question is.
First of all, you run all discussions past me.
Oh, sorry.
Just kidding.
Well, no. I saw this news story.
Okay. Well, didn't we talk about being a dick when you're managing companies?
There goes XoneBros. Down the toilet.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't run this discussion by me.
Well, it's not- it's- I mean, it's-
what is this? It wasn't on the memo.
It
not
is
on the show notes.
It was a news story. So Black Ops 4, right? This was in a news story by IGN. I thought it was really interesting. Black Ops 4 comes out next month, and it's got the blackout mode, which is everybody's raving about.
Yeah.
Which is doing really well, which is
I mean,
helping
we
them give
played
the
it.
momentum.
It felt
but the
fantastic.
question is, basically they ask, I mean, this hasn't been leaked or nothing's been confirmed or anything like that, but I mean, we can safely say 13 months from now, the next Call of Duty is coming out.
Oh, okay.
So basically they're asking, I mean, Fortnite is very successful and PUBG is successful because of constant updates and innovations to the genre.
Yeah.
What happens to Blackout when the next Call of Duty comes out?
Ah.
And can you? I mean, the developer did say that they do have. They said, I think they said something like we have so much patches planned, it's not even fun. Like basically, like trying to.
We have to come in every day at 8 a.m.
Yeah, we gotta work every day
and
this year.
We have to leave at 5 p.m. It's the
Well,
worst.
and in a game,
Well, I don't know, but like
That's a
Battle
really good
Royale
point that I never thought
lives
about.
off of the updates, right? I mean, that's
it's a perpetual game.
Yeah.
It's
And
Overwatch.
when you have games like Battlefield
Fortnite.
1, who is doing a Battle Royale mode, you're like, okay, well, the next Battlefield 5. Battlefield 1 has been out. I mean, usually it's 2-3 year gaps in between
Sure,
these Battlefield
sure.
games. Halo 5. The next Halo is rumored to have a Battle Royale, right? Halo 5 came out when? 2014? I mean, it's been out for four plus years now,
Yeah.
right? I mean, these games, they don't come out every year like this Call of Duty. That's the question. What happens to Blackout when the next Call of Duty comes out?
they might have to change their game model. What do you think, McSpicy?
No.
You don't think so?
No.
No, they make
just a
money
team-
either way.
It's just a team deathmatch. They're going to come out with another one, and it's going to refresh. It's going to be a refreshment to play something entirely different
Battle
on
Royale,
a different map.
You're trying to grab the Battle Royale genre, right? You're trying to jump
I don't
into
know,
these.
I don't know if you necessarily are,
No,
though.
the genre is here, and it's now going to be in every game.
Yeah.
If you don't have Battle Royale, you're going to lose potential buyers. And that's just how, if you were a multiplayer game 10 years ago, if you didn't have Team Deathmatch, you're obviously not going to have...
But my question is, why invest your time when there's just going to be a reiteration of it for another $60 in a year? You know what I mean? Like,
but that's their model.
no, I get
Because
that,
they'll make $60.
my question is, how are you? I mean, every game is trying to pull players towards their game, right? I mean, that's a safe business model, right? How are you going to pull Fortnite and PUBG players when they pay once and have constant updates for life, essentially?
By being different. That's it. By being Call of Duty.
But why?
No, but Fortnite. I'm going to say Fortnite. The majority of their game players have never played a Call of Duty in their life.
I actually think this is going to introduce a lot of younger players to Call of Duty. Like, what is the average age, do you think, of a Call of Duty?
Well, I actually think
gamer?
it is younger players. I believe they call them squeakers.
14 squeakers.
Squeakers.
That's what they call them.
I would say the average age is 14 to 25
For Call of Duty?
for Call of Duty.
Yeah, and I just think how many people... Because Call of Duty in its prime, when it was king... I mean, it's still really big, don't get me wrong. But
It's just an older king.
When it dominated, when it was the standard... was when we were younger, right? So we grew up with the Call of Duty. We've all played. Everyone about our generation has played a Call of Duty game. The Fortnite crowd is much younger. What do you think the average age is of a Fortnite player?
8.
Yeah, much younger. So I think actually Call of Duty is going to just clean up, introducing these new kids to Call of Duty gameplay, Call of Duty style.
But that's what I wonder with Fortnite and PUBG having all these constant updates. Why? I mean,
No.
are you just gonna here's Blackout, here's a couple updates, and then $60 for the next better version? You know what I mean?
Well,
for next year,
But
that
see,
will improve
that's-
on. You know what I mean?
Okay,
That's Call of Duty, though.
Let's logistically put ourselves in that position.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm a Call of Duty fan.
Sure.
Maybe I like I play all games, whatever.
Yeah. Sure.
I'm a Call of Duty fan. I'll buy it because it has Battle Royale, and I really like Battle Royale. I play it.
And you like Call of Duty?
And I have Call of Duty. I play it. This is exciting. A year goes by. Of course, I played other games, but now I get to play another refreshing
An upgraded version with
new
improvements.
Call of Duty comes out with another
No,
Battle
that's a good
Royale.
point.
I'm going to buy it. It's only
just
$60.
because the Battle Royale genre began with a certain model,
No, I mean,
economic model.
I get
doesn't
what you're
mean
saying.
that's where it's going to end up.
I get what you guys are saying. Do you think it's the smart? I just feel like the Call of Duty model doesn't work with the Battle Royale genre. Year to year, $60 purchases. You know what I mean?
It does. I think it does.
I think it does.
because it's a new
what
game.
What you
mode.
guys said is exactly right, but Fortnite and PUBG are doing the exact same thing free of charge.
Here's
No,
the
they're
thing.
not. No, they're not.
Well,
They-
$10 versus $60.
well, let me say this. I have spent $200 on Fortnite.
But
Yeah.
that's for cosmetics.
Oh, I
But
know.
they hide it from you better.
But I'm just saying.
The base game is
They're-
always available to you.
I'm just saying they're.
And PUBG is $30, and then it's
I get
$50.
it. I'm just saying I am still spending money on both games.
Yeah.
But then this raises the other question that I'm thinking about: the burnout. Right? You stopped playing Call of Duty after what, Black Ops 2 or something? Because after a while, it felt like
Modern Warfare 3.
Modern Warfare 3. After a while, I mean, not the first few of them, but after a while, you get a lot of people saying it's just a $60 map pack. You know what I mean? And then you
Well-
get into that rut
Well,
again.
you have that with any criticism with any game. You're going to have an audience that will always buy.
Yeah.
You get that with Madden. You get that with any sports game that releases year to year because basically it's a roster update with slight improvements. But those improvements over time make a huge difference, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and your fans of the game are always going to want the latest iteration of that game. I think. I can't remember who. Oh, right here, Graphic Killer. I think is right. He says I don't think it'll affect PUBG audience or Fortnite audience too much. They're always going to be there. The
Yeah.
players who prefer those games are going to prefer those games. By coming out with a new version, you're still going to have a Call of Duty crowd. You're just going to bring in a new. You're going to introduce new players that like that mode to Call of Duty, who will now be your new Call of Duty crowd and buy your new
now,
iteration every year.
do you think? And I mean, I think I know your guys' answers. Do you think Battle Royale will now be a staple of Call of Duty?
Oh yeah. It's going to be.
It'll
the
be
main-
a staple of every team
game, yeah.
deathmatch.
Well, because think about it. I mean,
multiplayer.
remember Zombies came out in World at War, and then they kind of didn't come out in the next one. But now Zombies is kind of
if you
each developer has their own version of Zombies.
If you think about it, the hype around Call of Duty, sure, the initial trailer was fantastic. Like traditional team deathmatch looked great, but the hype is Blackout.
yeah.
Like that's the new game mode.
Yeah.
Big
Yeah.
Spicy.
No, I was just gonna say, the zombie thing was kind of an afterthought when they originally did it on World of War.
Yeah, well, that's probably why it wasn't in the next game.
And the market determined that was successful, so they brought it back.
Yeah.
Battle Royale is the market is saying this is a successful
because
game
I believe
mode.
it was Treyarch that originally introduced zombies. So
No,
you
it
can,
was.
you can say, and they're the ones that are doing Black Ops.
That's
Treyarch.
the only campaign I finished besides the original Modern Warfare, because you had to beat the game to get that
unlock
mode.
the zombie mode.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's a good mode. I'm just saying, I honestly think that it's going to be fine.
Do you think?
I don't think it's an issue.
I wonder how the internals work, because do you draft, like, for example, who's next? Who's next year? Is it Infinity Ward next year that's doing next year's Call of Duty? Something like that. They're on a rotation. Does Infinity Ward put their own spin on it, or do you stick to a certain standard? You know what I mean? Because what if...
I don't know.
I mean, I guess Call of Duty is the game that has money to take risks, right?
Yeah,
So
I don't know. Time will tell.
Yeah. Here, I do have a question for you, Mark, actually.
I'm here.
Who do you think is the best Call of Duty developer between the three of them now?
It's gone back and forth.
Because I feel like it was Infinity Ward, and then they all left and made Titanfall. And
Yeah.
I feel like Treyarch has kind of risen to the top with the Black Ops series.
When Treyarch came out with Black Ops, that was when they had World at War, I don't think it was very... I mean, and it goes back. It's gone back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
Infinity Ward was... I mean, they did Modern Warfare,
Yeah.
right? Which is the king of all the Call of Duties.
When it
and
made Call of
then
Duty,
World
Call
at
of
War
Duty.
came out, and then Modern Warfare 2, which is, if the first one is the king, this one is obviously the prince, or whatever. That's a very good game. Then once Black Ops came out, I think Treyarch started getting the edge in their versions.
thing.
Yeah, because then they came out, then Modern Warfare 3, and I disagreed a lot with their theory on what makes a fun multiplayer game, and I'm grateful for that game, because it ultimately kicked me off of my drug habit that was Call of Duty, and I got to experience StarCraft and all these other games that I missed over the years.
Because it feels like Treyarch's got a lot of momentum over, because it's Sledgehammer, and I don't even know if Sledgehammer's still making them for Call of Duty, because they did Advanced Warfare, which I don't think did very well.
Yeah, so it's gone back and forth. Treyarch has definitely learned from their mistakes and have improved themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, I just thought it was really interesting, because it was a fun little news story. But I really think I'm going to play a lot of Black Ops. This
is going to be the first Call of Duty I purchased
that Battle Royale
in years.
I did try and gift it to you.
I know, yeah. Well, are you still going to? Or?
Well, we'll see when it comes out.
We'll see what his funds lie.
Fundages when it comes
Fundages.
out.
Okay.
Last week it was good. Next week it may not be.
That's too bad. I would have liked it.
So, next, Halo Infinite. This is just kind of interesting. It's going to have microtransactions and PC anti-cheat tech, which is nothing new. They talked about I mean, I don't know. It seemed like this one, I don't know if it made waves. It kind of seemed like it was starting to, but Halo 5 had microtransactions and it didn't break anything.
No.
As long as they stick with that model.
Microtransactions has this, like, denotes, like, this negative connotation, but it's really not. Lots of games have microtransactions that we don't even consider microtransactions, but because one or two bad apples, microtransactions has this terrible name. No, they're not going to do anything to mess up.
No, and I think it was because they had like job listings, and one of them involved microtransactions. But the job listing said you need to put the player first. So I mean, you got to have that on your resume.
They were already being PR savvy.
So their job listings. Yeah. But it was just in the news. It's coming.
Make sure it's on your resume that you
I
know
think
where to put gamers. Number one.
I'm gonna put that in my next resume. I put gamers first.
But I mean, Halo 5 had microtransactions, but it was all cosmetic, and the wars. It wasn't anything to do with the hardcore competitive zone. Nothing, was. And I think that's a good way to do it if you're going to do it, right?
No, absolutely.
So, Fortnite Season 6 is starting September 27th, so get ready. Season 6 is coming.
6.
PUBG.
Cinco seis.
They came out with an update. I played PUBG this week.
Oh, did you?
Because this is the first time I played the full game release.
Oh, yeah.
The optimization is better.
Yeah.
It is improving. I'm excited for their roadmap to kind of get where they want the game to be.
It
did play a lot. Yeah.
Ooh.
Sandhawk.
Did you like it?
Yeah, it's really small. Oh. Well, it's smaller, which is I like the smaller maps.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed myself. In the update this week, Mark's laughing.
I just started laughing about one of our conversations.
Okay.
I was thinking about Harry Potter again. I'm sorry. I have ADD.
I'm on the last book. I listened to it today while I was laying
I don't mean to take
randomly.
Ma,
Harry Potter.
Yeah.
HBO Harry
If
Potter.
you hang out with me ever in life, you'll notice randomly I'll just start laughing really hard.
Harry Potter HBO. Naked Dumbledore.
Oh, the Triwizard Tournament.
That's right.
the Triwizard Cup.
Dude, naked Quidditch changes everything.
Naked
Oh yeah,
Quidditch.
you would definitely have locker room.
Yeah, how do you straddle?
Can you believe the banter while you're flying
Imagine-
around on a broom?
Imagine the room of requirement. It's always what you need.
Whoa.
It's always
Whoa.
what you yeah.
HBO freaking destroying our stories
Yeah.
with needless
Jerks.
nudity.
Oh,
Jerk.
man.
But hey,
jerkwads.
man,
If
if
you're
you
half
want,
giant, you're looking pretty good.
Can you imagine if they HBO'd the XoneBros? We'd be sitting here naked.
yeah,
Some ladies behind us. I don't know.
I'm sorry.
While we're talking.
You had me start talking about
heads
this
are
again.
flying off, dragons are
Heads are flying off. Just
burning people
Blood is splattering everywhere randomly. No reason.
at all.
And all while we talk games.
Yeah,
That's literally what HBO does.
hey, it might improve in our ratings.
Might improve our ratings, yeah. We might
Will
get
it,
kicked
though?
off of Mixer, but it will improve our ratings.
Oh my
But,
gosh.
yeah,
People won't be
freaking-
listening to us,
Man.
but there you go.
But yeah, it brings new meaning to the Whomping Willow.
PUBG, Xbox One update.
Yeah, so it's this one stabilizes frame rate a little bit, so it deals with some frame rate issue. It also brings in the what are they called? The BP exchange, battle points, or I
Yeah.
don't know exactly what it's called, but they have a whole new system in the update. Like you can, it's basically you have it's customizable. You can customize
Yeah.
the skins of your guns, outfits. There's a store where you buy. So it's like the rest of the battle royale games
Yeah.
coming out there, but.
There you go.
Yeah, so
Check
you
it out
can
if
you
haven't
can
jumped in in
exchange.
a while.
What's cool about this actually is right now you can on the Xbox. I think you can only do it with gun skins, so you can buy gun skins with the in-game currency. But if you have a gun skin that you don't like, you can actually exchange it back for in-game currency, which I thought was actually a nice.
That
little,
is cool.
Nice little
That's
touch.
a nice feature.
So, but very cool.
Couple free weekends for
yes.
some big games.
Do you guys are you is your wallet getting smaller, and you just don't know what to play because you don't have money to spend
Buy it?
stuff?
Yeah. Well,
on
this week
stuff?
you don't need to worry about that.
Yeah, because Ghost Recon, it's free.
It
from
is free.
September 20th to the 24th with Xbox Live Gold. So I guess you do have to buy Xbox Live Gold.
This
but,
is
you
a
know.
game that is fantastic multiplayer.
Yeah, it's really good.
I think it's
Ghost War.
kind of flies under the radar there, a lot like Rainbow Six, but it's fantastic.
Yeah, it's really fun. It's a good time.
Yeah.
So. Also free, and this one is well worth playing. We had a
Big
blast
time.
playing this game at E3. Destiny 2 Forsaken Gambit, the Gambit mode, which is the hybrid PvE / PvP mode.
So if
It's
you're
free to play for all Destiny 2 players. All
if
Destiny 2
you are
players can
someone
jump in.
who had the original Destiny 2, swore you'd never go back, check out Gambit. It might drag you, it might suck you back in. Forsaken seems to have gotten it back on the right track
Yeah.
for a lot of people. So jump in, check it out, and decide is it for you?
Very fun mode. I wish we would have gotten the name of the guy we played with and just played with him again because we had a solid team, didn't we?
Yeah.
When?
Remember at E3 when we played the Gambit mode?
Oh, yeah. Well,
I mean,
yeah.
We had a good team.
We had a solid team because I was on the team.
Well, you were the Call of Duty.
That was
one.
Call of
Yeah, that was
Duty.
Call of Duty.
What are we talking
We're
about?
talking
We're
about the
talking about
Gambit
Gambit.
mode on
No,
Destiny.
I did really good.
I think we all did
You
really
did good, but
Even our partner, we didn't get his name, but he was a good guy. He
you did good. But you weren't carrying anyone. That was a team effort.
No,
Dang.
I was carrying the whole time.
In
Call of Duty, you were carrying all of us.
Yeah.
There's no questions there.
Yeah.
Uh,
Destiny,
Fine.
it was a little bit
yeah,
more.
my feelings are kind of hurt because you're remembering it differently.
Uh,
You've totally.
When Vic Spicy remembers event, it's always him as on
Yeah.
this pedestal.
Yeah.
He has a
If
pedestal
only
memory.
you could be inside this head and see what I see and remember what I remember.
Wait, I didn't lose that game. I remember winning that game.
Dude, I got like an 18 kill streak or something on that.
Call of Duty, you did rock. Call of Duty
No,
takes
Yeah, well,
an adjustment.
it felt
well,
so
even
different.
even last week when you were playing blackout mode, you could see that muscle memory. Like it's a different style, and you got it.
I thought I did better at Destiny.
No, you did good at Destiny.
Yeah,
I
we
thought
didn't say you
I
did
thought I
bad.
carried you.
No, you definitely carried.
I
us
was
in Call of
watching you
Duty.
guys
No.
too.
No,
No.
no.
Why do I remember how awesome I did?
We did play Call of Duty right after that. So
we
I mean,
did play.
I
I
think
mean,
you're merging
you're
the two of
probably
them.
mixing them,
You're merging
and they
them.
were right next to each other.
I think we literally took one step from the Destiny line over to the Call of
Like
Duty.
we
line.
turned around and played Call of Duty right after.
I should have recorded. Should have recorded it. They
I
wouldn't let
think-
me.
I think actually on my phone, on my camera, I have like
Let's look it up.
screenshots of
Pull it up.
Not on my phone, on my camera.
Now you can't pull it
No,
up.
my camera.
Now you can't pull it up, huh?
I will bring it up. We will.
He lost the memory card to it.
Yeah.
Oh man.
We will bring it
Anyway,
up.
and Tomb Raider.
Yeah.
Shadow of the Tomb Raider is out, and dude, it's people are digging.
Have
it,
you bought
man.
that yet? I know you were super
No, because
stoked for it.
I really like the Tomb Raider reboot, but I
Yeah.
need to beat the second one before I play the third one. But I am gonna get it. There's so much to do in life.
That brings us to the last segment of our show. This is the mailbag. This is the portion of the show where we answer your questions
Of life.
from the mailbag. To submit a question each week, you just need to subscribe to us over on Patreon. Support the show and the community by joining our weekly mailbag over at patreon.com/positivegaming or x1bros.com and hit the support tab at the top of the page. First question comes from the one and only Alpha Builder. Alpha Builder writes in and says, seeing that we've got the classic models coming out, so it was announced that PlayStation Classic, don't know if you saw that.
Yeah.
Coming out.
It's like $100,
The original
isn't it?
PlayStation. Yes, we have the Nintendo was kind of started this whole shindig going back to the classic systems. Seeing that we've got the classic models coming out, do you guys enjoy that model over backwards compatibility? I feel like I'd rather have them just unlock backwards compatibility over a separate model, seeing I probably own half the games hitting the classics anyways. What do you think? Would you rather just play them on your Xbox One or have a separate classic, let's say Xbox 360, or let's see OG Xbox classic?
Yeah. Well, I know for the developers, it's probably easier to make the classics and sell them because
Yeah.
I mean, backward compatibility. It's like speaking Japanese and
It's
going
different
into a
languages and
Spanish
stuff,
bar.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just,
I mean, I've done that.
I think we all have.
So
once
you
or
want to
twice.
have a good time. Let me tell
Speak
you.
Japanese and
you
go to a
speak-
Spanish bar.
Yeah.
You speak
I-
Japanese in a Spanish bar.
I think we've all done that once
Sombreros
or
are
twice. in our
flying.
life.
Nachos.
So-
We've all been there.
I mean, that's why.
Who
that's
hasn't?
why. That's why when Xbox did it, it was really an achievement. And even Phil Spencer said we didn't know if it was possible, and then we just did it.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's really an achievement. So I bet you that's why developers do it, or these companies.
But
I mean,
you also make a ton of money.
yeah, I would like to have it for like the collection factor because
Yeah.
I think they're cool. But I mean, how do I explain
Here's the
this?
deal: you only get 30 games.
Yeah,
basically in these.
I think
things.
backward compatibility is the way to go because then you can always have those games.
But
you
you
know,
want
there.
the- you
but,
still
I
want
mean,
the
for the
collectible factor
collectability, yeah,
to have it.
You know what
you
they
want to
should
have
do?
it to have it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd like the collectability of it to have it. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, it's because it's cool. It's the
There's
little
something more
miniature one.
nostalgic about it.
Yeah,
I agree with you.
they should just release the full size one. Why make it small?
Yeah.
I mean,
why make it small? You're right.
Yeah.
That's,
While
like,
everyone
if
else
they-
is
if
going
they
mini,
did- if
just
they-
say,
if they did like
here's
an
the
Xbox-
original. Here's the OG Xbox.
well, like
Boom.
make it all internal and stuff, and you know you plug in the controllers. But like, why not just release the full X? I mean, that
They
thing
would
was
have
a tank.
to just add weights to it because nobody wants.
They would
the-
add
They would
weights.
there'd just be like 10 pounds of weights inside of it.
Yeah, 'cause it's a little
with
Raspberry
technology,
Pi
it'd
or
just be a Raspberry Pi inside, and then poof, weights. To
yeah,
make that
I'd do
bad
it.
Boy
Dude, that
heavy.
thing was a tank.
Dude, it was good.
All the consoles back in the
McSpicy
day were
right
tanks.
there.
McSpicy.
That's it. It's a bad boy.
What do you prefer? What would you prefer?
Well, I mean, as a gamer, I would prefer backwards compatibility. As a collector,
Yeah.
I would like to have a
Yeah.
little toy that sits on
So
the
it's
shelf.
kind of best of both worlds. Like
Yeah.
you want one and you'll buy one,
backwards compatibility,
but the
is,
convenience can't be
Or
beat.
you know what? If you're making it that small, you should make the controller's size to that small of a console.
They
Because the controllers are regular size.
Yeah, the controllers are regular size.
Why not just make them small too?
because
Because then
people
you
want
wouldn't
to
be able
play them.
You would be able to play.
But that's the thing.
At
only-
that point, you just get some glue and
Only children and midgets could play.
yeah.
I think that would be cool.
to watch children and midgets play the old PlayStation.
Yeah.
You're creepy, dude.
You belong at HBO.
Ollivander's Wand Shop.
Great question. Thank you very much, Alpha Builder, for writing in. Poka Fraud writes in on that, just on that note, kind of playing off of what was said about the classic and stuff. He says, just thought of something. If there was an OG Xbox Classic, which we've all said that we love,
I'd want it full size.
what games should it have? He says Fable, obviously, no questions asked. What
Crimson
games?
Skies.
Obviously, Halo.
Crimson Skies.
Halo.
Crimson Skies.
Fusion Frenzy.
Fusion Frenzy
Yeah.
launched with it.
Fusion Frenzy 2.
No, you don't need two.
I want 2.
No, what do you need?
I
No,
want
just
one
take-
and
just
two.
take
You
one.
just
Who
need
cares?
one.
I want 1 and 2.
Fable.
Where is that?
Elder Scrolls Morrowind. I think Morrowind needs to be
Ninja
there.
Gaiden.
And you should make them run like how they ran back then.
Oh yeah, it's just the original game.
No. I meant like
Oh, like with loading times and
yeah.
stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Ninja Gaiden
Ninja Gaiden should be on the
would
list.
be a must. Mech Assault, dude. Mech Assault would be sweet.
Mech Assault was a launch title, wasn't it?
Mech Assault would be good. Project Gotham Racing was huge. That's a good title. Man, look at the 360 games were good.
You mean the original?
Or the OG,
OG
games were good. Project
The classic
Gotham
Ghost
Racing,
Recons.
the classic Ghost Recon. I don't know if you put that on there.
Those were fun.
You stick
The new
more
ones
to
are
like the
funner, but-
mainstay Xbox titles in my opinion.
Just to do all the
MotoGP?
platinums.
Yeah,
Remember
that's
the
true.
platinum
There you go,
games?
You go do all platinums. Yeah.
Yeah, just do that.
What was platinum? 1 million copies?
I don't know, but I just know they were $20 on the shelf
Yeah.
at the store.
And they were in a silver case
They had
instead of a
silver
green one.
Yeah, they were in a silver one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's. I think we know.
Crimson Skies was such a good game. That was a good dogfighting game.
I
love
own,
that
I
game.
own it, the physical copy. It's
Do
on
you
my
really?
It's on my collector shelf.
Ah.
I love that game.
I've been purchasing those.
Yeah. What else?
It's hard to
And
think
we're
back.
missing-
like,
we're missing
I know
something.
We're
There's
missing
a
a
lot.
whole bunch.
The 360 sometimes merges Jade Empire,
Nah, I never played Jade Empire. Don't
Jade
care.
Grand Theft
Empire.
Auto San Andreas.
You want to know something funny about Jade Empire? It is still to this day on my to-do list.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really?
Psychonauts.
It is still because that's a big game, and I played for like 10 hours, and I'm like, I got to come back to this and just finish it.
Knights of the Old Republic. Boom.
Oh
Mic drop.
yeah, that would be a good
That was
one.
Dr. Teeth. I can't take credit for that. Thank you, Doctor.
Dreamfall: The Longest Journey.
Don't know that game at all.
I've never heard that game.
You should see the front cover.
I think you should not look at that list anymore.
Yeah, that list is
Crash
out.
Bandicoot was on. No, it wasn't. Sorry,
Okay,
I'm
thank
looking
you
at
very
it.
much. Great question, Poke Fraud.
Such a good game.
Ninja Gaiden.
Yeah, so
great,
good.
great question. Thank you very much, Poke Fraud, for writing. The next question comes from Scottman. Scottman writes in and says, "Did Onrush get Titanfall 2'd?" He says, being released between The Crew 2 and Forza Horizon 4, do you think Onrush, remember, is basically Burnout.
Yeah.
So like a new kind of Burnout game. It is in the Games Pass, by the way. Game Pass.
Games of Passive.
The Games Pass. The Games Pass. Games Pass. How many accents could you do?
I don't know.
Anyway, sorry.
Lots.
Did Onrush get Titanfall 2 being crushed between The Crew 2 and Forza Horizon 4? Do you think Onrush was handicapped before it could
Handicapped.
even I can't talk before it could even gain ground? Although it's not a traditional racer, has been released between these two giants forced the publisher's hand to put it onto Game Pass to recoup sales losses from other avenues, as Game Pass has proven to for other titles. It looks like a fun game. I've never played it.
I mean, let's be 100% honest here. It doesn't help.
It doesn't help, yeah. Amen to that. It really doesn't help. I mean, Crew 2, super fun. That's EA's big title, and they nailed it
Yep.
in all reality. And then you have Forza Horizon 3,
Four.
which
Who
looks
is
like it's going to
nailing it currently.
just blow Forza Horizon 3 out of the water. And then you release your racing game in between both of those. Yes, I think it got Titanfalled. Although I will say,
I'm not going to say it was a bad decision or anything. It doesn't help.
McSpicy, what do you think?
No, I mean,
It doesn't help.
This game needed to come out in March.
Or Christmas. New Year's.
Christmas.
but see, even then, we get DLCs for these games.
Yeah.
So you had to come out before.
You had to
these.
come out right after Horizon 3 because it's a different style of game.
I think the problem is this is gonna be funny. I think the problem isn't them releasing when they did; it's releasing in the genre that they did.
Yeah.
I really believe that Forza. I mean, it's like RTS. It's like StarCraft.
Yeah.
When other people make games other than Blizzard, or the ones that dominate whatever it is, it's a fun, oh, that's cute. Which is unfortunate because I'm sure those are great games.
But it doesn't have, because the pedigree is not there,
Well,
people don't check it out.
Because the games are so good that dominate that genre, it's hard to crack it. Remember when EA Tiger Woods Golf? So
Yeah.
it dominated forever
Yeah.
until a whole bunch of things screwed
Till
it
they
up.
messed up.
And
Golf
then-
Club was overlooked. First
You
one.
almost would never think of developing a game in that genre because
Yeah.
it was so dominated.
Yeah.
Madden's the same
It's like
way.
Madden, yeah. There is no other NFL game.
They are trying to crack a genre that is
Owned.
saturated just because the games that come out in there are so good at what they
You have
do.
to wait till the genre takes a dive.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
Yeah.
SimCity.
Well, although I will say this,
Tiger Woods.
I will say this actually for these types of game, for this type of game though,
It does look like a
Game
fun
Pass is a great option, a great avenue for this type of game to get exposure to people, to get it out there, to get people playing your game.
Games Pass. You're having me say
I know,
Games Pass
I know,
now.
sorry.
Game Pass is a great solution to this
Yeah.
because you'll actually play it and you'll be like, oh man, this game's good.
So maybe it won't be Titanfall because
Well, I mean, it
it's
already
in
was.
Game Pass.
I just don't
That's
think it
true.
helps.
I mean, it already
is
has
true.
been.
Okay.
The
Fair-
reason it
fair
is in
point.
Game Pass
Fair point.
probably is because it just got TF'd.
TF2'd.
You've been TF2'd, man. You've been TF2'd. You know what else got TF2'd before the original TF2?
What?
Dreamcast.
Oh,
Yeah,
That was
it got
TF2'd
TF2'd
hard.
before
That's the
TFing
OG.
was even a
That's
thing.
the OG TF2'd.
it was the OG
It was TF squared.
It was a good console, man.
Dude, that
it
console
really
was
was.
on point. It just launched right in between great console, like
Well, it-
historically game-changing consoles.
Well, the thing is, I feel like the Dreamcast was game changing itself. Like
Yeah.
it was really
It
good.
was online.
Yeah, I mean, it
came
had
with a
all the
little
features you
AT&T
wanted.
CD.
It's just like you said, like it came up against established names.
It came up against history's all time. It's the time period that changed gaming forever.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, PlayStation 2 or a console I've never heard of before.
Dreamcast? What is that?
And the Nintendo 64.
No, I think it was a GameCube.
It was
It was GameCube.
was
Nintendo
it?
64 was when I was in high school.
Yeah,
so
I think
it
was
came
GameCube.
out after.
And then, of
sorry,
course,
it came
you had
in between the 64 and PlayStation 1 and the PlayStation
You
2
had-
and Xbox.
you had the Xbox from Microsoft, who was
And that had Halo, like,
Yeah.
who was pushing hard,
Yeah.
had more money than Sega
it
at
got
the time.
it got TF'd.
I mean, hey,
It got TF2'd.
I respect you for having the balls to go for it, but you gotta
But basically,
you gotta
destroyed
get them
your
first,
entire company.
and then yeah.
And Sega is now just a game developer,
Yeah.
which they make fantastic games. They publish fantastic Football Manager. is one of my
Maybe they
favorite
could do
games.
like a Dreamcast classic. Or Dreamcast
I would buy it.
Classic.
That would be cool. Although I do have the Dreamcast, and you could just also it was a time period in which
no
CD
one cared
burners-
about rights.
CD burners just came out,
Yeah.
and you
No one
I
cared
mean,
about
they have
copyright.
DRM.
you had a game console that you could literally burn a CD.
Yeah, no one knew what
of a
DRM was
game
at the
and
time.
just play it.
Dreamcast had no DRM.
Yeah,
That's
I
right.
could.
I think they did, but after sales they disabled it.
Yeah, you
they
could
said,
copy
"Oh,
your
crap, we gotta
game,
do this."
and everybody had it. It was like the new thing. You were the ultimate TF2.
Yeah.
You were TF2.
TF2 hard.
The controller
Yeah.
I liked the controller. It was good. It had the offset.
It had a
The
little
memory
Tamagotchi.
card actually.
Had a little
yeah,
Tamagotchi card.
in it. Yeah,
It
It was the first one that had,
Tamagotchi memory card.
Yeah,
It was awesome.
Tamagotchi.
didn't it have a modem on it too? It was like the first internet capable
Well,
console.
that's why it was ahead of its time essentially.
Yeah.
And they said,
Would
hey,
you
let's launch
rather be
against the
TF2'd or HBO'd? Personally, I think I'd rather be HBO'd because at least I'm still relevant.
yeah.
I mean, let's be honest. Who doesn't want to
Might be only.
HBO? I mean, we all.
we all
We all secretly
we
want
we
to
all
be.
spend our lives trying to be HBO'd and trying to not be TF2'd. Oh, great
wow.
question. Thank you very much, Scott, man, for writing in. Appreciate it. McSpicy, any plans this week? Thoughts?
No.
All right. Well, okay.
No, nothing.
Nothing.
You're done with Spider-Man, so what are you on to next?
I'm doing Hitman.
Oh, yeah.
I gotta clock these in. I'm like Jordan. I'm trying to check these off the list before the big boys come. Forza's coming in a week, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Forza
So
is-
that's gonna be a big one.
Can we get it like
Forza-
a couple days early?
Forza's at the end of this week. We'll
Wait,
be
how do you
jumping
get it
all over
early?
Friday.
You
You've
spend
got
money.
$100, the Ultimate Edition, which gives you all the expansions and all the cars.
You just spend money.
You
You
buy
can
it.
do anything in this world with money.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's literally what you need to
you
learn about
can.
life. That's what I learned about life very quickly.
Yeah.
You can do anything you want with money.
Yeah.
Really?
How do
Yeah.
I get into this game early before everyone else?
Money.
Money. Money.
Money does it.
Yeah.
Boom.
No, I guess I probably won't be. Wait,
Dude,
this is on
waste your
Game
money,
Pass, right?
man.
It will be on Game Pass at launch.
Yeah.
Just spend the money.
Spend the money, dude.
Just do it,
You
man.
know you want to.
Just spend the money.
Speaking of that means on Friday.
You know the sole purpose of money
Is
is
to
to be
spend it.
spent.
That's
Yeah,
very
this is true.
Like you are
That
denying
is
your
true.
bill's happiness. Your bank account is sad when it's just sitting there.
This is true.
It's
Your
supposed
logic,
to go
man.
out.
I cannot
How did you
disagree.
afford a house?
I cannot disagree with this man's
spent
philosophy
it.
on life.
I threw it out there. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I guess I'm gonna be spending money.
You're abusing your money if you're not spending it.
That's
Okay.
like having a.
Money
I don't
abuse.
That's like having what?
It's money abuse.
It's like I don't know. I didn't.
It's
even know.
almost the equivalent of being Titanfall 2.
Yeah.
You're Titanfall 2 in
your money. Yeah, it has one purpose in life. It's like if you had a mailbox that never got mail. That mailbox has no purpose in life.
That's sad.
Yeah,
That's
that's how
very
your money
sad.
feels when
Yeah.
you don't spend it.
Yeah.
That's a really sad
Just
thing to think
spend
about.
it.
A mailbox needs mail.
It
Yeah,
does.
money needs to be spent.
He's not wrong. What's
Yeah.
funny is this logic is
it's sound.
120% correct.
This is the logic that I had to grow up with these guys. Do you know how much debt I was in before I married my wife?
Debt's good. It builds credit.
That's the same logic, Heath. When my first 360,
If you pay it off,
my Xbox 360 was a
No interest.
no interest for 6 months, and I got a credit card. And David was like, "Come on, man, it's free money."
charging
But the
you.
thing is it wasn't just an Xbox 360.
It's a projector.
It was an Xbox 360, a $500 projector, and a surround sound system.
Because then you're just like standing there. Come on, man, it's free money. It's 6
No
months
interest.
free money. That's
No
you.
interest.
pay this off
You
in 6
have
months.
to get it.
You pay this off in 6 months, you're good.
And I guess what? I caved. I got it.
Yeah, you have a job. You're making money.
You're
Spend it.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Fair enough. All right. I guess I'm spending
Oh.
what? 100. I'm spending a Benjamin.
$99. Yes.
Oh no! It's only $99.
You're there.
I don't even have to talk about my wife about this one.
You're right.
under the
You found a
budget.
loophole. It's the loophole.
You didn't tell me it was 99.
Yeah.
Hey, if you spend $100 on Fortnite, you can spend $100 to race a little bit
is
earlier.
true.
This is that logic can be anywhere. If you spend $100 on karate
strippers.
lessons, you
Yeah.
can spend it on a video game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
Strippers.
Yeah.
Citizens. Star Citizen has. We've made multiple reference. We should have that guy on our show. Should we have him on
I
our
would
show?
ask
Let's
him,
get on
like,
our
hey,
show.
man.
Hey man, how was it?
Yeah. Yeah.
So Forza Horizon-
Reactor League says hashtag or asterisk. Your financial results may vary. Thank you. Yeah. Let's put that in there.
Forza Horizon releases at the end of the week early. The X1 Bros Club is going to be in there. We're going top tier. We want to be in the top 100.
spend your money.
For the X1 Bros Club. Jump in. For those of you who are in early, I will be in day one, night one. The club will be there,
You'll actually
created.
be negative days.
Do it. Jump in. Let's do this. We're going to be hitting it hard. Going to be streaming it hard.
Through the seasons.
Driving it hard. It's going to be fantastic. Jordan, how about you? What are you going to be up to this week?
I'm Mr. McSpicy on Twitter, and my gamer tag is Mr. McSpicy.
Spend that money.
Spend that money.
Okay. Yeah.
Jordan, what are you up to?
So I don't know, man. I'm caught between games. I enjoyed the PUBG, the new map.
Yes.
Fortnite Season 6. I still got to be Tomb Raider,
You're
Rise of the
on-
Tomb Raider.
You're saving Azeroth. I saw you.
So
saving
yeah,
Azeroth
we were.
last
I
night.
actually waved
witnessed
to
it.
you. I waved. My
You
character waved.
You
to
had
you.
some glowing swords that intimidated me.
They do glow.
They glow blue,
Yes, they did at the time.
like a lightsaber,
Yeah,
like Luke's.
They were
OG
big, too.
lightsaber.
they were big.
They were. If you have swords, make sure you get a big
Blue
sword.
swords.
Blue big
They glowed
swords.
blue.
Blue big swords that
Big
glow.
blue swords.
So yeah, we were doing stuff. I waved to you though because I heard you in the background. I said, "Here, John."
You did,
Yeah,
and I waved back,
slash
but
wave.
physically,
Yeah.
IRL waved.
Like I went, "Hello."
That show just got HBO'd. That segment was just
Yeah.
McSpicy just HBO'd.
So,
your
but yeah, I'm
description
Jordan the
there.
Man XOB
And we
everywhere.
all want to be HBO'd secretly.
I'm looking forward to doing the Master Chief Collection. If you haven't downloaded it, start now.
Yeah, you,
so
don't-
you'll
you
be in
cannot
time, so
download it that morning.
Yeah.
It won't download
So
in time.
if you have internet charges that apply,
Go to the library.
go to the library and
Just plug it into the
Go-
wall.
Go to Starbucks.
suck it down there. But yeah, download it now so you'll be able to play it in time.
Community play coming
But
up.
I'm looking forward to that.
Dude,
so.
I will be playing some more City Skylines this week. I'm into that.
Forza.
game. I have all the expansions now for that game.
Good for you.
When you buy the expansions, it brings disasters and it brings like shelters, emergency
Is the
shelters.
snow one out?
And warning. Yeah, I have it all. You have it too. Jump in. So I built all my
Jump in.
Jump in.
That's a good phrase.
I built
good slogan.
I built all of the shelters and stuff, so my people are protected.
like
I have no
homeless
traffic
shelters
problems.
or
No, like fallout shelters.
oh, I see.
Yeah, emergency shelters.
Fallout shelter. So there's nuclear.
There's everything. There's
Is
meteors,
Godzilla in it?
everything.
No, he's not.
There's everything.
That's a shame.
No, there's not Godzilla.
Oh, dang.
Godzilla was only in
Is it like-
SimCity
is it-
2000.
Is it like SimCity where you can actually
I think
like
it was
go to
Bowser.
the disaster?
Yeah,
map?
I think I can. I think I can click.
I
on the
thought it was
disaster
Bowser.
page. I've not yet done that because I don't
do
wanna
the
that.
typhoon because water just like grows,
I have typhoon buoys.
or the tsunami.
I have typhoon buoys out there to warn me. I have a like a
what
like
do
a
you do?
hazmat crew in my city that will go around and clean up.
I'm not gonna lie to you. If a tsunami's coming and you got the buoy, like, oh, okay, a tsunami's coming, I should probably do your
Run
citizens
for high
leave?
ground.
Because if
You
have,
evacuate the city. They
I'm
go
not-
to the shelter, the
but,
emergency
yeah, okay,
shelter.
that's what I'm saying. I'm not going underground if the water's coming in.
Well, it's an above ground.
Is it like a
shelter. I don't
penthouse
know.
shelter?
Yeah,
A
it's-
penthouse shelter, yeah.
If it can stop nuclear
It's all-
fallout, it's going to stop water.
Water? No, I don't know.
I don't-
Basically, okay.
Water is
All I'm
powerful.
saying is when water
Water is
comes in, I
powerful.
don't want to go below it. Stay above it.
You do if you're a fish.
he doesn't want to get
You're
TF'd.
a fish.
He doesn't
I don't wanna get TF'd.
You don't want to get TF'd, dude.
Uh,
Yeah. But anyways, it's a good time. So I'm going to be playing more of that. I'm going to be streaming every morning, starting on Monday. Things got a little wild, having a child does that to you at the end of the week here. So I haven't been able to stream, but we'll be back at it. We can hit that button now.
Okay, I'm
Hey,
sorry. Give me this.
everybody, thank you very much for joining us today. Another fantastic. We came up with some new terms. TF2'd, HBO'd.
gave some financial advice.
Gave some financial advice. That's what you get here with the
Spend that
XoneBros.
money, honey.
We're your positive gaming and Xbox One community. Thank you for joining us. If you haven't yet, go like us, subscribe to us over on iTunes, review us there. It helps grow the show. It helps expose us to more people who want to be part of the community. Thank you, guys. Have a great rest of your week. We'll see you later.
Bye-bye. All right, everybody. Hey,
Thank
everybody.
you. Thank you very much. We were just talking about actually making a trailer for Harry Potter HBO version.
Oh my
And all
gosh.
you have to do is say the words, and all of a sudden it becomes hilarious. So, like
Yeah.
9 3/4.
Platform 9 and
Platform
3/4.
9 3/4. Patronus. Oh my gosh.
Man, we are just too. It's too late. It's too late.
The golden snitch.
Dudley. Golden snitch.
Golden snitch.
Oh my gosh.
A bludger.
Oh gosh.
Oh, what?
A bludger.
Bludger.
Watch out for the bludger.
Oh man.
Oh, the beaters.
The beaters.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Horcrux.
man. Oh my god. Horcrux. Oh my god.
Master set Dobby free.
Master set Dobby free.
Oh,
man.
man.
Oh my gosh.
Oz Bunny Boy, thank you very much. That's cool. Dude,
All right,
birthdays.
yeah.
Very nice. Oh, I'm over here crying. Ooh.
That was funny.
We're like 12-year-olds.
That was funny. That was funny. Let's throw out some credits here while we go on out.
Thank you very much. Everybody, we love hanging out with you. Hopefully that was an entertaining podcast. We have fun. I guess that's the important
You
thing.
just got Dudleyed.
You just got Dudleyed. Don't be Dudleyed.
Don't be Dudleyed.
Yeah. Who Dudleyed that?
Oh, man. All right, everybody, thank you. Here's a special shout-out to our VIP Patreon supporters
The
right here.
producers.
Alpha.
Builder. Alpha Builder. That was a good question, by the way.
That was
That's a cool picture. Hey, it's Battlefield
Beast
5, by the way.
420. Ooh, nice picture.
Beastie.
Destiny.
Beastie
Is that
Beast.
Destiny?
That
I'm
is
gonna say
Destiny
that.
Forsaken. Cerebra Assassin. With some...
With the assassin.
Assassin's Creed Odyssey. There he is. My man. My
Chief
main man.
Wiggum, 86.
Chief Wiggum. Dark Knight.
Oh,
the darkness of the
Hanzo.
night.
Hanzo.
Dylan Domingo. Double D. Dude, that's Metro.
I like how you put the double D's next to each other, like Dylan Domingo and Dominic DeBiaso.
Dominic DeBazio. I think it just does it alphabetically.
Oh.
Freaky RO.
Science.
Science. Who knew? Freaky art. That's cool.
That's a cool
Fortnite.
picture, yeah.
There we go. Free Radical. He loves No Man's Sky.
Oh, nice.
No man.
And so we
Sky.
threw on No Man's Sky for Free Radical.
Greg Cheney,
That's
Prey.
a game that is on my to-do list. The Prey.
The Prey.
Prey.
Happy Mayo with a little bit of the new Warframe.
Dude.
Warframe.
Warframe. It wasn't so
Warframe.
perpetual. Kettlebell Dreams with some
That's a
PUBG like a boss.
Good PUBG picture.
Michael Contini with some Fortnite. We're covering our Battle Royale bases.
Yeah.
R56
Oh,
Cooper.
that's the new Lara.
Like a boss.
That's Lara.
Taking care of business.
That's
from
Lara.
the new game.
Lara.
H30.
Reactor League with some Spider-Man.
Oh, Spidey White.
The ultimate.
I love that slide. Oh, my gosh.
Richard Brown.
Oh, he's in
Somerset.
ESO. Somerset Isle.
Oh, there he is.
Ronan.
The one and only PUBG master.
Terry Seppi. I'll go ahead and say it.
Terry Seppi.
Terry
That's
Seppi.
Kezaman. Kezaman.
Terry
Is he
Seppi.
still here in chat? I believe it's the Shadow Navy.
Frax.
With
Oh,
some
Shadow
Cade.
Navy. Sorry.
With some Cade.
Sorry, the Shadow Frax. A YouTube
Tier 1
channel.
Ops. Ghost
Tier-
Recon. Badassery. It's
Oh.
free to play this weekend. And last but not least, it's
Little
Wheezy
Wheezy
Deezy.
The Rise.
Wheezy Whistle.
The Rise.
Thank you
Rise,
very much,
everybody.
everybody. Have a great weekend. Have a good night. We will see you guys next week. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Hey guys, thanks for watching, and we hope you liked this video. If you did, hit that like button below and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to check out more of our awesome videos. We are your #1 source for all things positive gaming. Check out our website at XoneBros.com. You can see the link in the show notes below. And remember, if you're not having fun gaming, you're not doing it right. We'll see you guys next time.